Oh yeah,
Told you previously is completely incorrect, as it turns out.
Is it just an extra target?
Well, what it is, and this is what came up. It came up in my Wednesday night group. Essentially, you cast a single target spell, or a spell that only that targets one person. When you cast Twin Spell, it recreates that spell, but it has to be aimed at another creature within 5 feet of the original target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what did I didn't use it yet? So what did you?
It has to be within
Don't
5
worry
feet.
about it. Never mind.
It has to be within 5 feet. I think it's just
Yeah.
in range.
I think it was 5 feet actually. I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet, so it doesn't. When it comes up.
It doesn't matter right now.
Oh,
Basically.
here it
Yeah.
is. Well, it says in range, but they may have errated it. I have literally, I think, the first printing of the book, so there are a lot of errors.
I took a look.
It
Yeah.
says, when you cast a spell that targets only one creature and it doesn't have a range of self, you can spend a number of sorcery points equal to its level to target a second creature in range with the same spell.
Okay, all right, there we go. All right. So, yeah. But, fortunately, so yeah, feel just make sure you double check spells. I have a fairly good grasp on the rules, but it turns out I've been getting some of them wrong. Mostly with classes I don't play, so.
It's hard to memorize every spell.
Yeah, no, that would. I've read the entire book and I don't like front to back, and I don't have all the spells even close to memorized.
You got any questions on warlocks? I got you covered. Well, since I play my rogue or barbarian, but you know.
And the warlock spell list is fairly small.
Yeah. Yes, it was, and it didn't help that on the last critical role that they played the warlock.
Yeah.
She used Witch Bolt too, which counts.
Which, for the record, I have no problem with how Mercer handled it. His
Yeah.
game, his rules. Man, the chat was way off on how the warlock is supposed to actually play.
It
Yeah, it was
recharges
just
after
a
every
kid.
short rest,
Right?
right?
What?
It recharges after every short rest, but they do like 10-minute
Yeah.
short rests on that show, right?
Yeah, he does 10
Like
minutes
that.
rest to begin with. But yes, warlocks, we only get 2 spell slots until like a level 11, then you get 3. But we get the spell slots back after
Yeah.
after a short rest. But Hex and Witch Bolt are both concentration spells. So technically speaking, she should not.
She would have lost the hex.
She would have lost the Hex.
He might have
And then the
handed
one that was
her one of the
genuine-
magic.
I mean,
items.
it wouldn't have made that much difference, I don't think.
No, it's an extra 6 points of necrotic damage.
And she was
High
doing like
levels, it does go
50
up.
something every round. So
Well, the Witch Bolt I think, is what was pissing me off in chat. As warlocks, you don't have spell levels. You have a constant spell level that you cast at.
Yeah.
So my warlock is level 5. I cast at a spell level 3. It doesn't matter what level spell I'm casting. It automatically gets cast.
yeah,
at
she
level
was
3.
getting the max level.
Well, on Witch Bolt, the scaling only happens on the initial hit.
Is it only?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's 5d12 on the first hit, but every subsequent hit after that, it's only 1d12.
That would be considerably less overpowered.
that kind
yeah.
of sucks, actually.
Well, I think Mercer picked up on it because he tripled that White Dragon's health pool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, I have no problem with how he ran it. It was specifically chat that was pissing me off Thursday night.
I don't
Yeah, it
ever
is
play
initial
chat.
damage. Yeah, I don't really. We weren't watching chat either.
I never watched that, honestly.
Go.
I pay attention to chat because when they do giveaways, you just have to be quote unquote active in the chat, so I keep it open just in case I win. Actually, win on the off chance I win something.
With the thousands of people in there?
You never know, man. You never know.
I think you have to be subbed for most of the giveaways now
You
too.
don't.
I thought you can't do that anymore with giveaways. I thought there was a rule in Twitch that they're like, oh, you have to include everyone with your giveaways or whatever.
No.
I
Okay,
don't know
that
if it's
could
a
be
Twitch
wrong.
rule, but they bring it up every now and then. As, no, you do not have to be subbed in order to be
Just
eligible for
be
prizes.
active.
Just be active in the chat.
Yeah, I was a little. I don't think they entirely handled that battle between Grog and the half orc entirely right either.
That was a mess, but I think they did some changes just to make it faster.
Yeah, I that's kind of what my thought was. Yeah.
Well, if he hadn't done the Intimidation Act on the very first round, he would have won. So,
Right.
Right. Yeah, the one ability I love of going down to a 0 and then immediately going back to 1 cost him the match.
Well, he did it for flavor, I think. So
yeah.
it's all good.
it's all good.
Hey, if it had worked, it would have been hilarious.
I think
Yeah.
out of all the times, at least in the past few episodes, the only time I've had an issue with how Mercer handled something was actually during the dragon fight, where Lara hit, and then he moved on to Percy. Percy started to talk about what he did, and then he stopped him and went back to her and said, "No, you have disadvantage. Roll again." That's the only thing I took issue with.
Yeah, because
That's
you
the
remember.
equivalent of taking your hand off the chess piece. No, you moved on. You let it go.
Right.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I have no issue with how he runs it. It was the chat that was pissing me off.
Anyway,
Chat. So anyway, back to our game.
our game, yeah.
So pretty much, you guys you were given your freedom. You got a free night at a pretty nice inn and a free meal. And the next morning, I think most of you, I think Silver is the only one, but most of you were actually about to head back to Mass Assembly to talk to Adrian for various reasons. Silver, I think you were about to go off and try to find some of your try to find a contact?
Did I send the message or no?
No, I don't think you did, because you guys just got outside the inn when you happened to notice a dead body lying
then
in the
yeah.
alleyway.
More or less, so.
And of course, you guys being absolutely curious and irascible, decided to follow it down. Follow the goo. There was, leaving the dead body, there was a trail of goo with lavender worms in it. So you followed that down, looks like into a sub-basement of an old building. Pretty much, as it turns out, the old building used to be a former temple of Iam, and you guys were in the sub-basement making your way through. You discovered the talking statue. As you came through, there was a little bit of a library, some coffins with some skeletons, and then you made it to the back room. Found a really fancy-looking coffin. Found some treasure. You found a very old solid gold holy symbol of Iam. What looks like the symbol of the breathing leaf, but slightly different. And that's pretty much where we left off. If I remember correctly, Damien's spidey senses picked off that this room over here to the bottom left that I'm pinging
Was full of undead, yeah.
was full of undead. And that's pretty much where we left off.
Okay, guys, so do we want to trigger the zombies or go clear this web room first?
I'd say zombies first.
They're probably not
Because-
zombies. They're probably skeletons again.
Skeletons, but I feel like they'd be the less of a threat. So pick off the little ones so that they don't fuck us up later.
They're not gonna move.
Do we want to do some planning for this one?
I mean,
Like-
the last time actually didn't go that bad,
Yeah.
and there's not much more we could do
Yeah.
aside from.
Well,
I mean, I guess technically, as long as we don't make noise, can we just open the coffins and just stab them in the coffins?
Maybe.
I don't know if it was noise that set them off last time. Didn't
I mean,
they jump up and somebody stepped in their
No,
room?
it was definitely noise.
There's
Yeah,
noise?
because
Okay.
we cast an illusion that made noise, and then they came out.
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go. I can go make sure that that talking statue is turned off, and we could just
I mean,
test it. I guess.
if you just want to try stealthing in and killing them,
I mean, like, do we have somebody who can do that?
Silver?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can kill one.
Oh, you don't have your assassinate thing yet? I guess. Okay.
I'm not level 3 yet.
Well, you can kill one, and then we can rush in and take care of the other.
Assuming
however
they all
many
wake
there
up.
are. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, assuming they
Five.
wake up with the first.
Assuming they wake up, yeah,
I mean, like, for all we know, he could just go open each one, stab each one, and just be like, hey, nothing happened.
and then be
Yeah,
done.
probably not doing one hit kill. Probably.
You never know.
So if I had assassinate, then maybe.
I mean, if they wake up, I could extend the wall, and you could just run through the wall.
The wall is not helpful.
If we wake up, if they wake up, we want to get them to cluster up because I can probably nuke most of them with an ice knife because of the
Right.
close quarters that's in there.
That's when you send someone else to kind of like aggro them. Either way, it's not gonna be
I
that.
suppose I could do that. Yeah.
Just
Okay.
nobody stand in the middle of them, please.
I mean, you're trying to get the attention of them. Stand in the middle of them.
Because we have really nice choke points with the doors to
Yeah.
set up on.
Single file.
I could climb on the statue, though, right? It's not too high up. If I want to get line of sight down there.
So while we're talking, I'm gonna go turn the statue off.
Okay, so you walk back, you walk back past the statue, and of course, as soon as you walk past it, you get the "Hello, fellow brethren," blah 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 blah, automated message that it speaks whenever someone walks by. You turn the knob all the way back to the left. Why don't everybody position themselves?
Is the statue like solid, like not?
Yes.
Okay.
That is solid marble, and that's considered
not like we
difficult
can take
terrain for everybody but the gnomes.
Can
They're tiny.
I climb up on it?
Sure, give me a athletics check.
Athletics.
Watch him fall off and break his head.
Probably.
Pretty much that's what I'm checking, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, and he does.
I laugh at him in character. As he falls.
And you take 6 points of damage.
Oh
Ooh.
wow.
Ow, that
And you start
hurt.
to climb up and you just slip and you fall head. I mean, it's like your back goes, but
Ow.
your legs are still hooked. And then your legs slip out and you fall right on your head.
Can I try to catch him?
Or at least soften the blow.
No, it's too late.
So I can't like make a reflex save to try and not have him break his head.
It's too late. Now, if you want, you can assist him and he can roll again with advantage to see if he can climb up again.
No, I wouldn't have helped him in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Is that on your shoulders?
I'm too weak. What if you guys could just pick him up and plonk him on top of the statue?
Right.
How tall is the statue?
6 feet.
Okay, so
There's he's holding like an offering, as you can see, like there in the image. His arms are forward, and it looks like he's holding an offering plate, which is probably roughly about 4 feet off the ground.
Just
4.5.
climb up and sit on. Just put him there. He'll sit on it.
I figured he was just gonna sit on the face.
He,
like
like-
where the legs start.
Just like holy fire incinerates Gimbal, and he becomes an offering.
I guess I'm at the base of it.
uh,
Mm,
That didn't work.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
that's why we can't have nice things.
But you don't know that. So, oh, that's really unfortunate.
Usually anything less than like a 15 isn't that good.
Pretty much, except that the skeleton's passive perception is actually 9. So
Oh.
Oh.
you have to
Oh.
go.
Oh,
So go ahead and execute your plan, because you don't know you failed your check.
Yeah.
Everybody should step forward as he leaves to make sure that we're up against the door. Is what I'm
Right.
saying.
Okay. Well.
All right.
I
so
put myself
you can-
somewhat between the gnomes and the skeletons.
Oh, hold on. Stop.
Oh. Okay. You didn't say stop. I figured I.
Gimbal, were you on the ground?
Yeah, I'm on the ground. I'm probably
I'm just
still
gonna
like
step
writhing in
around your
pain.
prone body when Damien moves forward.
Resisting the urge to slam the door.
Oh wow.
We can share a spot though, right, Mal? Me and him.
No, you both can't
5
have
feet
a
square. We'd have to squeeze, but we could do it better than any of the others could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think technically both of them could fit in one square.
Check the gnome.
I think it's
They are
tiny.
both classified as small,
Yeah, I think it's tiny that allows you to do that.
which
though.
is like 2.5 by 2.5. So each square is 5 foot.
Double check, because it's not just their physical bodies; it's the stuff they're carrying.
I think
Double
I
check.
think it's like only gnomes and halflings can do that though.
Double check.
You guys
I'm
see
looking
the
it up.
take like 1.5
Just keep going.
hours?
I'll look it up while we.
Oh, I can sleep in which. Okay.
Right? Did I get them all? Should be
Yes.
6.
Yeah, 6.
Hi guys.
So it wasn't so much that your footfalls that woke him up, but when you opened the door and stepped through, you kind of the doorknob just kind of you lost your grip on it, and it just swung back and slammed against the wall. And then with that, the skeletons essentially the lids come off, and we're going to go into initiative there. There's no surprise round or anything, but
Yeah. Figured.
hold on, let me pull up the tracker before we do that.
Yeah, small are considered 5 by 5. It's tiny. That's 2.5 by 2.5.
Oh, so yeah, they can't. Wow. You're gonna
Oh shit!
How
Sorry.
many initiatives are you gonna?
I take the first one. It gave me a bunch of no character was selected.
I mean, you can always change it
So
afterwards.
just-
Like,
I rolled
Okay, hang on.
slightly less than average. Yay! At least it's not 2.
like
This
I didn't
didn't-
click on
Ah.
it first, so I have to put my name there.
I
again.
forgot to click on the thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, did we do better than the skeleton? Did I do better than the skeletons with my
Mm.
2?
I did terrible.
Okay, there we go.
A 2
I can
initiative?
correct mine to that first roll because I forgot to click on the thing first. If you care.
I saw the skeleton.
Is everyone's initiative is what it should be?
Yeah, like I didn't play my character either, so
There we
just roll it again. It'll put it on the tracker, and then you can change
Yeah,
it manually.
I fixed it. That's why there are 2 rolls on the track on the thing though.
Okay, everyone's initiative is what it should be.
My initiative's so low.
Okay. So with that, Gimbal, you're all the way in the back, and you can just see the door just go boom, and you see directly. Are you on? No, you're not on the statue. That's right.
No, I'm on the floor by it.
All right, you're on the floor by it. So yeah, you got a little bit of a headache going on, but and the door crashing kind of makes the headache, a little bit worse. But even from where you are, you can hear the coffins open. You can hear the crashing wood, the breaking wood, and all that stuff. Although you got a lot of people in front of you.
Yeah, since I can't really see anything yet, I'm going to. Did my illusion behind me like expire for the? So hopefully to keep the spiders out from behind us.
How long is it? Just a minute, right?
I think it's 2. Anyway, I'll
You guys
just.
ever take a rest, or we?
I don't know.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we
Okay.
rested.
Well no, your spider. Yeah, no, your illusion is gone. If you cast
Alright.
it,
I'll just extend the. I'll make this look like a solid wall of it. Well, why can I never ping? God damn it.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, stop doing that.
What, the wall behind me? No, not in front of us, behind by the alt over here. Okay, good. There you
'cause
go.
I'm not seeing.
Oh,
Sure.
You're
why?
making that essentially making the door look like a solid
That
piece of
seems
solid wall.
wasteful.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay.
Because I can't really do much else right now.
You could
And I'm scared to climb the statue.
you could go into the room technically.
I have like no. I have. How much HP do I have now?
Alright, so that door is now
Not enough.
a solid wall. You gonna move or bonus action?
I mean, I could try climbing the statue again to
You
get.
could.
Well, actually, I'll be able to see over from them from there, or no?
If you climb up the statue, you will be able to see over everybody. Yeah.
Can I use acrobatics this time to climb it?
No, it's an athletics check.
Oh God. No, I'm just I'm kind of sad that I couldn't climb it the first time, so I'm just gonna. I'll just sit here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna
Uh,
sit there and wallow in self pity.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. Zom.
Can I smush up against the wall and see past him to see this guy?
You can see him.
Hmm. I probably won't be able to hit him with a firebolt from here. So
No.
instead, I can see. Hang on. I can see this point, right?
Yeah.
I cast Grease.
Okay. How?
It's a 10-foot square. So the center of it is that.
All right. So there's a big thing of grease right there.
What
Don't
does it
step
do?
in it. It
Oh, grease.
slips things.
Grease.
It makes it
Yeah.
slippery. It's a deck
Okay.
save.
Okay, I
Um,
thought you said Grace.
Yeah, so did I. I'm like, what is
No,
that?
Grease. The save is 14. It's a deck save.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. You got to move. You got a bonus action.
I probably would break my head if I try to climb something. But you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna try to climb up to the thing next to Gimbal. I assume being above him, it won't be an issue because the tray is higher up than his head is.
Yeah. Make a
That's
athletics
a
check.
roll of 1.
Yeah, no.
Oh god.
I think you did have disadvantage.
Oh wow! And you take 6 points.
Okay, leave the athletic.
What I don't get is
Guys.
that it's a 10. You have to fall 10 feet to take damage, but okay. Minus 6 is 8.
Minus 6.
I have broken bones
All right.
from that distance.
Really?
Yeah.
Ouch.
I fell forward, landed on my arm wrong, snap.
Yeah, I fell in for like 15, 20 feet and didn't even
We're just
get hurt.
frail, Sanford.
Yeah.
I broke both my legs. So.
Oh, ow.
Yeah.
I fell
Okay.
10 feet.
So Jacques.
Haven't ever fallen from my.
Alrighty. So are we going to try and lead them through the grease, or
I mean, as long as you stay on this, basically the side of the grease, most of them are gonna have to walk through it.
You can spread out to the sides like here and here and
Yeah.
force them to go through the grease, I guess,
More or less.
and then just wail on them after they fall over.
So, yeah.
I'll move up here and I will. Hang on, can't. There we go. Turn, face that skeleton, and I will swipe at him with my Iridax.
Roll that
Oh,
motherfucker.
with taking my bonus action to go into a rage.
Okay.
Should probably should save that for the spiders. 18.
That'll definitely hit. And he looks very brittle.
I don't suppose you can move over to the side a little bit.
Yeah, I've still got movement. Like here, or
Then you could just move over one or two.
If he moves too far, it's gonna make it so that these guys don't have to go through the grease, though. So
Yeah, just there. Just so I can hit this, finish this one off.
I don't know how aware of it they actually are.
I don't know.
and that will be my turn.
Skeletons don't.
What was the yellow box? Oh no.
Yellow?
Yeah, what's the yellow box?
Grace.
Yellow box.
The green
Oh, the
box is
green box.
grease.
Oh, I see a yellow box that's like popping around. Okay, never mind. You don't see the yellow?
Oh, the yellow box is when you mouse over the initiative order.
Oh yeah, that. It tells you who it is.
Ah, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says who
Oh.
has that initiative.
That's cool.
That, yeah, okay. Well,
Silver, you're up.
Stab him. Stab him.
Okay. You finish it off. That one is. He breaks apart. Still got some movement and a bonus action.
Hmm. I'll just move back here.
Okay. I'll be at them.
Yeah.
Okay. Skeletons. Ooh, no. So what's going to happen here is this one is going to move. He's going to get in the doorway, and he's going to swing at you. I think 11 does not hit you, correct?
No, that's what. No.
Okay. Okay. So, it is a DC check.
It's a DC 14 reflex. It's a dex save. Sorry. Old terms.
Right, and if they
That's it.
failed or what, just they fall on the
Prone.
ground.
They fall over, and they.
Yeah.
I think they don't get any more movement, but that would just be an assumption.
Probably not. So he definitely passes. Now, is it for every 5 feet or just the first time? they
It's
enter?
entering or ending the turn there, I believe.
Did we ever establish if grease was flammable yet?
And Jackie's gonna swing.
I'm gonna
again.
find out if he's still standing in it next turn.
Pretty
Yeah,
much the
it's-
shots are coming for you.
It's entering the
I-
area or
I
ending
assume
their
it's
turn
you,
there.
yeah.
So every turn they're standing in there, they have to save again.
Yeah.
Okay. That I assume is going to hit you.
That will, unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, you had to savor the pain.
It's 4 points of damage.
All right, I'll take 2.
That's right. You're raging. And that one's going to come up. It's not going to enter. That's definitely not going to hit you.
Right.
And then this last one is going to stop right there, and he's also going to roll 14.
That will miss.
Okay. And that will be the end of the skeleton's turn.
Okay.
Wouldn't they have to make the save now then at the end of their turn? This is ending their turn in it.
I don't know. That would be a DM ruling kind of thing. I don't know if they should have to save after they enter it or not on the same turn.
Strictly speaking, no. Once you save, you're saved for your turn. Grease careful, and grease appears each creature standing in the area must succeed in dexterity.
It's
Yeah.
ending its turn in.
But like they already saved for the turn, so I would assume that wouldn't be a thing. I don't. It doesn't really matter to me.
I mean, that constitutes for the entering part.
No, I'm going to make them roll. It does not specify. It says enter or.
Yeah, so it should
So-
be both if
Yeah.
the enter and end in the same turn.
That is not an
So,
exclusive.
the one on the right. You said 14?
Yes,
Yeah,
14.
Okay, let me mark him real quick. He is.
Bro,
That intelligence, guys.
And then the other one. Oh, no, they
Also-
both fall. They were both prone.
swip, swip, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Gimbal.
Alright.
Did I skip someone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damon,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Damon.
Damon has to go.
Okay. Well, can I attack the skeleton in front of Silver without hitting him?
You can, but it's going to be a -2.
Okay. And I
You
don't
have
suppose
a
there's a way
reflex.
to get past him, is there?
1, 2, 3. You actually can, because enemies are considered difficult terrain.
Yeah, so you can.
So then I'd like to. I'm gonna go to here if I can.
In the greaser,
No, I
No,
this
his
is what I
character,
could
because he
use
has
just my
reach.
guy.
He has reach. His character is actually a little bit wide. It's 2x1 squares. Okay, yeah, you can get there.
Okay.
that's
I'm
fine.
going. I'm attack here.
First one that fell down.
The first one that fell down, yeah.
Yeah,
With. Yeah, sure, just a sec.
yeah, so that's advantage.
No.
Wow, 8, 9.
That sounds right.
Yeah, with him slipping, he may be prone, but he's trying to stand up, and he keeps like slipping and falling back down, and you weren't. He's moving too much for you to get a good shot on him. You still have a bonus action and 10 feet of movement.
I will swing with the other side of the scythe.
Okay. Oh shit.
Crit.
Oh, that's better.
And so yeah, you swing with the scythe. You know he's slipping and falling and all that. You completely miss him, but you hit him. You try to hit him with the butt, and it lines up perfectly. I mean, you nail him like right at the base where the head meets the spine, and it's just like you sent this shockwave down the spine, and he actually explodes.
Wow.
Oh god.
And I feel really, really happy with myself.
All right, now it's Gimbal.
Okay, I'm going to go. Why can't I? 1 second.
So you should be able to shoot past me fairly easily.
Yeah, I'm trying. Just. Oh, there it goes. Why the heck is it like not letting me click my character? It's so weird.
Actually, you're not gonna be able to do it. Your movement's 25.
Well, I wasn't gonna. I was gonna go over here. I just can't
Yeah.
move my character right now for some reason.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah. I was gonna go here.
I'm not looking for.
Mine's moving.
I was gonna go in front of Zom. Yeah, well, let me click my character. It's weird. Huh. Oh, why is my character... Okay, that's weird. I had to go click the space in front of him. I guess it's not like calibrated or something. I can't see that skeleton right in front of him, can I?
You can
And-
see the one in front of Silver.
Oh, I'll shoot him with a Ray of Frost.
Okay, it's gonna be a -2. I mean, he does have partial cover.
That's fine. I took the -2 off originally, so... Okay. It's +5 usually, so I took off the -2.
Yep, no, that'll definitely hit.
Here we go.
5
That's weird. The hitbox is like, or whatever, the click box is like in front of my character. Okay.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Zon.
Okay. I'm going to find out if grease is flammable. So, I'm going to throw a firebolt at... If I can try to light the grease by throwing it at that one that's prone, I'd like to do that, but I don't know if I can actually see him clearly. Would he have, like, double cover because that guy is also in the way?
I don't know. I would say grease is generally flammable. So, all right. Sorry. Ping where you're trying to hit again?
I'm trying to hit that guy, but if he has extra cover, I'm just gonna try to light the grease up because
Yeah,
the grease
prone
can't dodge.
Prone targets have advantage against ranged attacks.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm mostly going for is lighting the grease, but if I can hit him as well, it's just
Better.
extra fun times.
Yes.
You're
You're
better
either aiming
aiming
for the
for
grease or
grease,
you
yeah.
for him.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for the grease under him then,
Okay.
just like the ground,
Probably like square in front of him then, more or less.
just like the square that he's in, assuming that it might not spread fast and light the entire area on fire.
Okay. I'm still going to call that. You're going through 3 people, so I'm going to call that a -5.
I sure hope I can hit the ground,
Gimbal
guys.
doesn't count.
He's 2 inches taller than me. He could easily see over me.
He's also tiny in a 5-foot square, but okay.
Just don't roll poorly. Okay.
I have a plus like 6 on that, and that's really sad.
No, I was going to say 10's the number you're shooting for, so you're good.
Oh, good.
Okay, so yeah, the ground erupts in fire. Skeleton takes, what is it, 1d6 as fire damage?
Something like
For
that.
what? The firebolt is 1d10. I don't know about.
No, for the fire that you
fireball
make.
was at the ground.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about just lighting random shit on fire.
Oh, what is it?
I think it just gets lit on fire.
Yeah, but the fire's gonna do damage.
Fire does damage, though. That's what I'm kind of.
I mean, I don't think there are specific rules for it, so I'd take whatever
I'm
I
going to
get.
say it's 1d6. It's
Okay.
usually what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that green square, all of it, it's a grease fire. So it just. So you now have a 10-foot square of fire in the middle of the room.
And he's prone in it.
No, he doesn't take more fire damage. He's on fire.
On the floor.
It still makes us weak.
Roll a d6.
He's just lying there in the fire, and it makes me happy.
I guess he'll probably take fire damage next turn.
He takes 1
You
point
roll
of fire
6
damage.
on every d6, and I roll 1.
Right?
Okay, you're gonna move the bonus action.
I don't want to climb the statue again because I'll probably break my face and actually die this time. So I'm just going to stand there
Okay.
and look pretty, I guess.
Cool.
That's right.
Jacques, you've got
Alright.
2 skeletons bearing down on you. You got another one lying on the floor in a grease fire.
I think I'm gonna hit the one on the grease fire.
Okay.
Because I'll get advantage.
Yep.
So take a swing at him.
Yeah, he's dead.
Alrighty.
Now try to throw the other ones into the fire.
Grappling would take an action, unfortunately. I would. That'd be fun, but I think that's gonna do it for my turn.
Okay. Silver. So roaring fire. Oh no, that's right. There's still one in front of you.
Yeah, I have to worry about that guy first. So,
Stab it.
basically.
Kick him into the fire.
Kick him in the
Does
balls.
that require a strength check?
Yes,
That would
you
be a
would do
no.
very well at that.
Yep.
No.
You're weaker than the gnomes.
Right?
That does not hit.
How's the roll? All rolls.
Got all the good rolls last week.
Right?
You're gonna move, bonus action, or you done?
No, I might as well guard the gnomes.
Okay.
We so
Now that
squishy.
neither of us have any health.
Basically. I might as well be a meat shield.
The rogue is the meat shield. Something very wrong here.
Great
Yeah.
meat shield.
He messed up.
Strength rogues for the win.
All right, Silver. So the one in front of you, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, that's
That's going to be a 5 points of damage. And then Jacques, 2 against you. The first one, that's going. Ooh, that's a.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Oh no! All right. We'll call that one. We'll call that one dice roll.
Okay.
We'll call that the extra dice roll that he gets for crit. Oh no. That's right. So hold on. So their max damage is 8 plus 1 more. So that one. That's 9. So that's 11 points of damage.
Okay, I'll take 5.
There we go.
And then the oh, that's right. You're raging. Thank God you're raging.
Yeah.
The other one does not hit.
It definitely does not hit. I'm not. I may be raging, but I'm not looking too hot either. So we'll see what happens here.
Damien, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna swing at this first skeleton.
Okay.
I'm already on the weapons page. That's not good.
No, that does not hit.
I'll try with the other end again.
Okay.
another crit. No,
No.
Damn it.
No.
this damn skeleton.
You guys took the boss down so easily. I'm so glad skeletons are kicking the shit.
So much trouble.
You gonna do anything else?
Give me a sec. Like, is there a way for me to... I'll just stay there, I guess.
Okay.
The help is an actual action, isn't it?
What?
The help, like,
Help is an actual action.
Aid, yeah.
Gimbal.
I'm like, don't worry, my spells never miss. And I use another ray of frost on the guy in the doorway.
Okay. -2. No.
oh my god.
And he misses.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm gonna use my bonus
always
action
happens.
to look at the floor sadly.
Okay. Is that what
So-
you're gonna do?
That's all. That's it. Yeah.
I want to go help, but kind of can't.
I can't safely get any other spells out, so I'm gonna try to firebolt past people. I can't use any of my AoE spells without hurting our guys.
Gimbal doesn't count, so it's still just a -2.
Cool. That
Yeah,
didn't
that's-
roll with the -2, so it's a 22.
No,
Still.
it's-
2 damage.
And I rolled 2 damage!
Well,
but the skeleton is still.
Kick him into the goddamn fire. That's clearly the only way we're going to get any damage.
Isn't that the first time he got hit?
You gonna move or anything else?
I have nothing. I'm just going to stand there.
Okay.
If I move into the room, I'll die. So
The northernmost skeleton is the one that's wailing on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the ones in the north there.
Okay.
You just got a whirlwind.
There we go.
There we go.
That's what we like to call a retribution hit. I mean, after he crits, you just take that great axe, swing it around, bring it down in an arc, and just slice through his entire skeletal body, and goodbye.
I will take that.
Alright, now this is getting a little better.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Silver.
Let's try again for the third time.
There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Finally.
Remember, he's taken 2 damage.
Right?
Well, it's the heat from the grease fire. It's throwing you off a little bit. But
And then a 1.
Yeah, but on the third try, you manage to finally get that rapier in, and again, you're able to get through the rib cage to what seems to the spine, and just able to nick it enough to where it just completely collapses in front of you. Still have a movement and bonus.
I can move to here easily, right?
5, 10, 15, 25, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, that'd be your full movement.
Cool.
I kind of wanted that. Fuck.
You have 10 feet.
You could just stand there.
No,
that's
that's
too far.
it's
No,
out.
that's a diagonal. You
Stand
can't.
there.
Oh yeah, diagonals. Okay, whatever.
I don't mind the occasional diagonal for movement, but not for
Yeah.
weapon attacks. All right, Damien, you're up.
Sure. Okay. Move here.
Just throw your scythe at him.
That's 10 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring my side down on him.
It's gonna be a -2.
Just -2 off this.
That must be so
Come on.
awkward.
Yes, 21.
You definitely connect. It's still up.
Does the butt count as a range attack? Or reach?
It does.
Yes, it does.
Tap him with it.
You're
Yeah,
just
fuck
like
it,
holding your
I'll-
scythe by
I'll
the
just swing it
blade
with the other
now.
end.
Right?
There you
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, and he explodes.
go. Just-
Well, they're vulnerable to blunt attacks, so blunt attacks do double damage.
I go in and start
Um,
trying to put out the grease fire with prestidigitation.
It's
Okay.
probably not gonna work.
I can do like a 5-foot cube at a time, I think,
It's gonna take you.
because I can put out a campfire.
It's gonna take you about 5 minutes, but you're able to like rain down like snow or like create a little bit of a dust storm to put out the grease fire.
It actually literally just puts out fires as
Oh, does
part
it?
of it, but
Okay.
it's only like a small campfire, so I'd have to do like a bit at a time.
Do any of the coffins catch on fire, or is it just the stone coffins?
Those 2 coffins that are in
Before I
the edge,
go down
they're
there.
definitely on fire.
They
So
are.
yeah, actually, I will say
Okay.
it's going to take you about 10 minutes.
Hang on. What is the ceiling above us made of?
Yeah.
Is it
Stone.
wood or is it stone? Stone.
It is stone.
Okay.
We could just leave it alone.
Yeah,
I
leave
thought the coffins were stone too, but whatever.
It looked like wood.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
it
I'm
was
sorry.
just from the description last time.
No, you're right. They were. Sorry, the cones are stone.
Oh,
Yeah.
then it's
Oh,
fine.
never mind.
The fire will go out eventually.
well,
So,
I'm gonna
I'll
look
have a
through the
short rest.
coffin.
At very least, it will go out when the grease vanishes.
yeah, the fire will eventually eat it up.
Short rest.
Yeah, sure.
Burn some hit dice. Hang on. Why does it say I only have 1 hit die?
Because you didn't update it, maybe?
Oh. Why didn't it level me up when I had enough XP to level?
it. Yeah, I think you have to do that on your own.
Yeah, you have to manually level
But
it.
like, it won't let me change the overall level number.
It should. You just go to your, like...
No, you have to go to
Class tab.
Yeah, you have to. do that.
Oh, there we
your
go.
class tab.
Yeah, and
Alright.
then update it, and then it'll give you another...
Because that's
hit die.
overall level in this class, the class levels too.
Fix.
Also, when it comes to hit dice, this was a new. When I was looking at rules, apparently I had been getting wrong. Just so you are aware, at the end of a long rest, you only get 1 hit die back. You don't get them all back. So
What?
keep that in mind.
You get
No.
half of your total hit dice back.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about that. I looked at it like yesterday. Ish. 2 days ago.
I don't even.
That sounds right because I house ruled it lower for a campaign that I was running, and
I don't
I
have
was doing like one at a time.
Hang on. So I'm looking at 5 different things at once.
Either way, we'd have all our hit dice at this point.
Yeah, we haven't used any. I think someone used someone was used like a long time ago, but like we've had at least one long rest in which we only
It's
had
been at
one.
least a few days, I think.
Yeah, and we only had one hit die anyways. So if we got half, you'd get one.
At the end of a long rest, the character regains all lost hit points. The character also regains spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half of the character's total number.
Okay, so it's half. All right.
So more or less half your life.
Can I
So
look
it's
to the
one
coffins?
right now, but
It's a minimum, yeah, 1 hit die. But, yes, so... You guys are just going to take a long rest then?
Short rest.
Sorry, short rest, that's what I meant.
well,
Yeah.
we wait for the fire to go out and
Loot.
take a smoke break and loot. Yeah.
If there is any loot, but last time there wasn't. So
If
No,
anything
actually,
leaves, I
you
give them a very disapproving look.
Silver, as you go through the coffins, you don't find anything.
Figured.
There. So, okay, about an hour goes by, so you guys can spend your hit dice to regain your hit points.
Did any of the skeletons have a dagger or something?
No, they're all carrying short swords.
Okay. I can't use that, right? I don't think I could use that.
why not?
I don't think we can use short swords.
I don't know if I have martial proficiency. That's
Oh,
no,
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah.
proficiency with short swords.
Nope.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that'd be like a long sword to
No, because that's not how the rules work anymore.
I mean, I could give you a dagger. I have 3 of them.
No, it's okay.
I have one.
And I'm gonna maintain the illusion back here while we're short rest. Is that can I do that while we're short resting, or is it?
You will not get your hit dice back.
Never mind then. I'll just close the door behind us.
No, because you would have to actively maintain that illusion, and that's not resting.
You know what? How about instead of I'm just gonna stay here and kind of lean on the door and just.
That means your mage armor's done too, right?
A short rest? It's 8 hours
No.
long.
No,
Yeah.
8 hours on the major
Still
armor.
have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't go mage.
I can't rotate my. Okay, there. I thought it was an hour spell.
Because the thing was in the black.
Yeah.
8
So are we
hours.
ready to go check the webs now?
think
Before
so.
we do that, I'd like to check out what's behind this door.
I think the garbage.
The garbage.
No, but there. It looks like there's a bigger room there than there was over here. I'd like. Let's just go take a look through the first room.
Where are you going?
I'm going here.
I feel
Okay.
like there's loot in that garbage. I must look.
I'm gonna send Fizzbit out to go sit on his head while I stand here. Actually, no. I'm gonna stand closer so I can throw things into the room.
Did I reveal that area? Yeah, I guess I did.
I open the door.
Sorry for the pinging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll come over too. Join the party.
You open the door and you see another hallway
Okay.
with another door at the other end.
So I know where this is going.
I'd honestly kind of be interested in seeing if there's anything interesting in there other than shit.
Yeah, but how are we gonna block the stank so we don't all pass out?
I'll
Honestly-
clench my
honestly-
nose.
Question: is it physically possible for him to just press digitation and clean everything up? In
No, it would take like it takes an action per cast, and so I think I can
He's gonna
clean like a foot.
He's gonna be there for days.
Right.
Okay, just wondering how long that would take.
If I
You could air it out if you want to
yeah, I
try
can
it.
clean a 1 cubic foot of material.
Oh, I thought it was 5. Never mind. I thought it was 5 feet. Where the fuck? Never mind. I am misremembering things.
I could keep casting it on my face, I guess, and maybe block the smell for myself. But
We
Right,
took the damage from that last time. Or we just had like I forgot what happened.
you just almost puked.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, didn't you guys? Didn't you pass it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
yes,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll look. I'll go. I'll just cover my nose with one hand.
Just
Everybody
not
tie cloths, tie pieces of cloth around your face. Just like breathe through that.
If you guys want to go in, then you
I'm
go
gonna
for it.
take out a
gonna
hanky
sit.
and make it smell nice with prestidigitation and tie it over my face.
I'm gonna wait here.
That's
not
not
a
a
bad
bad idea.
I'm gonna smell
You'll
Zom
swag
because
it, swag it in.
Zom smells good probably.
Say send Fizbit in, but that would be cruel and unusual.
I leave Fizbit outside
With
Okay.
me, probably.
so that he doesn't pass out from the smell.
Okay.
Horrible bastard.
I'm gonna come
And,
up here
uh,
to throw him out
I'm-
if he passes out.
I'm gonna get eaten by the garbage slug, and I open the door,
Well, I'm in there too. I probably followed him in.
and then the walls close in, and we have to use our lightsabers to cut our way out.
Not quite. Zom and Damien, you're going to have to make Constitution saving throws.
Alright,
Not me.
No.
Okay. What are you guys?
+2,
Wimps.
You're fine. Yep.
I,
Damien, you're fine too.
yes.
But yeah, that wave, just you open the door, and just the wave of stench, of refuse, decay. I mean, it's just all. It is powerful. It is a powerful smell.
Okay, do we...
Can we see the rest of the room?
Yeah, can we see any more of the room?
Pretty much, yeah. From where you're standing, you can pretty much see.
Okay,
Stop.
This is Star Wars. I think we have a Star
Does
Wars.
anything look valuable? Oh wait, hang on. Should I detect magic real quick? Sure.
Yeah.
Did we already try that in the room?
We did it in this room.
I mean, you got to
no.
cast it.
That'll leave me with no level 1 spells, but
I'm like, it's all good. I have a level 1 spell left. It's all good.
Like, you can ritual cast it, and we can
Yeah.
be here forever.
then we have to sit here for like 10 minutes.
Well, you said you're just gonna set the web on fire anyway.
The range is
so-
30 feet, right?
I'd like to see what's down.
1, 2,
the corridor.
4, 5. So my radius would be across the entire room if we want to close the door and then sit here for 10 minutes while I cast detect magic to see if there's anything magical in there.
That I'm fine with. Anybody got a problem?
Do we hear anyone like calling down here or so? People.
First, before I close the door, I'm gonna take a quick look, not like search the room, but just look in and see if anything looks like shiny or potentially like
Make a
there's a
perception
freaking silver grail sticking out of the thing or whatever.
perception check.
Yeah, unskilled.
You see nothing but
No
trash.
bonus.
Can I take a look?
Yeah.
I mean,
Perception, you said?
Yep.
That's not my thing.
No.
I could squeeze in there and try to.
Squeezing, yay.
Oh.
No.
Maybe.
Okay.
All you see is refuse.
There is absolutely
Okay, I
nothing
close the
but
door.
shit in here.
I close the door and use my 10 minutes.
Oh, hold on. Before you do that, Gimbal, you now need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah. 'cause
Sure.
you're-
Oh,
No, you're good.
Nice.
damn.
It smells delicious.
No, it doesn't smell delicious. You just like, oh.
You just don't puke.
I love napalm in the morning.
I close the door and I'm like, somebody open the other door and air this place out. I'm gonna do my thing and check if there's anything magical in there.
And
Hopefully there isn't because I don't want to dig through a giant pile of trash.
And while he's doing that, I want to take a look at the offering plate on the statue.
Okay.
See if there's anything there, like a marking or something, or just
It is. You're just looking in general.
yeah. I want to see if there's like
Okay, it's gonna be
markings on
perception.
it, or specifically at the offering plate.
Yeah, perception. It looks like a standard offering plate. You do kind of notice that at the bottom of the offering plate is another carving of that leaf that looks like the breathing leaf, the symbol of the breathing leaf, but with that,
I'm gonna take the holy symbol, the leaf one out, and I'm gonna put it on the plate. and I'm up
Nothing happens.
cover my nuts at the same time.
Press it against the carving.
And then we get eaten by the garbage monster.
No, nothing happens.
Okay, I take it out, put it back in. Well,
Okay.
and is the
Anybody
statue
else?
off right now?
Yes, the statue is off right now.
Or else it would have yelled at you when you got close to it.
Heathen.
I'm gonna go turn the statue on.
Why?
Okay.
No.
Then I'm gonna try that.
So as you approach, it says, "Greetings, brother. Welcome to blah 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 blah." You put the holy symbol
I
into
put
the
symbol
offering
back
plate,
in the plate.
and you put it into the offering plate, and you hear, "Thank you for your generous donation. Please move forward to the next room, to receive the blessing, the blessing from whatever priest."
Oh, go become blessed.
Ha.
We killed him.
And then all the pillars become freaking fireballs.
No, that's what happens if you take it out again, probably.
Oh, well, he's doing that. I'm gonna open up the door over here and air out the room, like Zom said. Actually, no. Yeah, this
No,
one.
don't do that.
Oh, I'll do
This
it.
door.
Oh,
This door to
you want
air
to air
out
out-
my room.
I'm assuming the door's already open.
oh, I was airing out the big.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, if it's already open, then forget it.
Okay.
I'm just saying leave it open so I can breathe.
Alright, I'll just keep watch over here, I guess, or something.
Okay, I'm gonna go turn the statue back off and take the thing back out of its hand.
Okay. Jacques, what have you been doing this entire time?
I've just kind of been staring at my axe blankly, but as I hear the statue activate, I'm gonna go ahead and head back into the altar room here.
Okay. Are you doing anything in particular, or you're just...
No, I think I'm just gonna hang out in here for now. I can't really think of anything potentially to do right now.
Silver, what are you doing during this
Um,
10-minute period?
I guess after this thing is off, I'm just gonna casually walk in, just kind of sit on this thing.
Okay. Alright, so 10 minutes go by. Zom, you managed to officially cast Detect Magic.
Yep. Do I feel any magic?
It's visual, it's not feel.
Open.
Is it?
Yeah, it'll be glowing.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
I open the door again.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath.
Unfortunately,
I hold my
it's
breath
only-
and open the door, yeah.
Well, it's only been 10 minutes, so you don't have to make the save again. You open the door, and nothing has changed.
Okay. How long does detect magic last for?
10 minutes. I'm gonna take a quick wander around and look at the other stuff to make sure that
Go
I
with
didn't pick up anything.
the library, like the books over here. Yeah.
Okay, where are you going first?
Where should I go first?
I'll escort Zom.
The library is probably a good place to look. Also this room and that room, assuming I can make it through in 10 minutes. I'm planning to go to basically start from the library and then work my way around counterclockwise.
Okay, so you're gonna go back out into the hallway where Gimbal is, and you're gonna walk north.
Yes. So I'm gonna
Stop,
there,
stop,
there.
Stop. Here, at this point, I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh, trap.
I'm gonna die. Oh wait, my dex is actually pretty decent.
Should be. At least not bad.
Where's saves? Okay, here it is.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh. Ooh. Hang on.
double eights.
That happens to me a lot.
Am I on the right? Yes, I am. So, this here. So, the floor collapses beneath you. You fall. You're gonna fall about 5 feet. It's not a far fall. It's only 5 feet. You definitely land on glass shards and really and sharp stones.
Oh.
And you are going to take only 2 points of damage.
Thank God.
Oh Jesus!
Took quite a fall over there, didn't you?
5 feet is taller than I am. Somebody fish me out.
I could.
Can we pull you out?
I mean, I could try pulling you out if you really
I hear
want me
him
to.
scream, and I go get him out.
Okay. So you're able to lift him up.
Detect magic is concentration, so I have to make a save to keep it up, don't I?
Con save.
After we got all healed and
Oh,
stuff,
God.
we have to go get hurt.
God damn it. I have a +2 con, and I rolled a 2. Why can't I roll higher than a freaking, like, 4 on anything? Ever.
The dice are loaded.
Well, I think you're done walking around.
Is there anything down there, or is it just a hole?
That's just a hole in the ground.
Full of glass.
I love glass. Alright, let's go look at the spiders. Whee! I'm gonna walk to
I say
let's go
screw
look at
this
the
and climb
spiders.
out,
Okay.
I go over to
and then I go towards the spiders, because that's what the plan is, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what do you guys...
Are we stealthing up there or are we just walking?
There's no point stealth.
I throw a fireball into the webs.
Oh, we wanted
Fireball.
the oh, okay.
Okay. The webs catch on fire.
I wait until they burn out.
Well,
And if
as
there
they're
are still webs, I firebolt them again.
As they're burning, you happen to see a really big...
Fire.
Not over here. Bam! Dropping from...
Giant spider web.
Did it show up?
Spiderweb's
The
there.
web did.
There's a giant spider web.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the giant spider web, that's it.
Oh, the spider web showed up.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
It's a monster spider web. Oh
Someone's
god.
standing in
Anything?
front of me. And I'm just gonna keep firebolting the web until the spider dies, because if it's like the spell web, it does a buttload of
There's the
damage.
spider.
Yeah, it's just under the web.
There we
There we
go.
go.
I
There
have
we
the
go.
sign to the wrong layer. Okay. So, yeah, the spider drops, and that's actually going to be initiative.
No.
I figured.
Make sure to
See if I
click
can
my
do better
character
than
this
last
time. That's
Ha!
funny.
I beat its initiative of 0.
Is it actually rolling 0 or you just can't see it?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it hasn't rolled yet.
Oh, okay, is that way? Okay.
Well, I haven't rolled. Let me put it that way.
I'm gonna die before I can move. This is gonna be great.
Everyone's got their initiative in?
Yep.
Deja, wow.
Alrighty. So is there any? Can I get close to the spider without catching on fire currently?
Yes, it's... Yeah, it's more right there. It's on the edge. It's at the very front. Pretty much you're about 15 feet into this little cavern area here is where the spider web actually starts.
Oh, okay.
So it has dropped from the ceiling. There is its spider web is on fire behind it.
Gotcha. I'll move up to there.
Okay.
And I think I still have a rage left, or I might not.
No, you can reach from there.
I think you have a rage still.
Yeah. So
Oh,
as,
yeah.
a,
You have one rage. I'm sorry.
as
Yes.
a bonus action, I will go ahead and rage.
Okay. That is your last rage for the day.
Yes. And then I will go ahead and take a swing at it.
Okay.
Oh god.
17 will definitely hit. Ooh, wow.
It's a nice chunk.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Okay.
actually, that's 17 because my
Yeah, it's
rage
plus
damage is in
rage.
there. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Silver.
Can I get in there? Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can get in there. It's going to take your full movement, but you can get right there. Yep.
Up. Rotate. Yep. Hit that one.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That does not hit.
Oh,
Sorry.
With the max damage roll, too.
Right?
I'm going to
Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
I just wanted to disengage and kind of move away.
Well.
No way, I can't move anymore.
No, yeah, you use
Right.
your max move to get there.
Yeah. Then
Can you
okay,
hide?
The bonus action thing doesn't let you add. Oh yeah, because disengage is. its own
Disengage
action.
doesn't actually move.
Yeah.
Yeah, disengage is an action that led to.
Yeah. I know.
It's not an
I
action.
forgot for a second.
No, it's not. I think 4th edition and it granted you 5 feet or something like that. That's not the case. Okay.
I should have hit
Yeah,
before
get
going inside.
all your movement
Yeah,
for it.
whatever.
Hindsight.
Hindsight.
Okay, Gimbal, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna go over here and be like, oh god, it's a big spider.
Could you
Huh? I-
could you move to the other side just a little
Where
bit?
can I see it from over here?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll do that. And then
See the other side? Oh, crap.
I'll pop.
I'm gonna stand over here after.
I'm gonna pop both my sorcery points so I can cast another 1st level spell. So I'm gonna roll that really quick so I don't explode everyone. Hold on. Okay, good. It didn't explode everyone. And I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on it. Does it hit? Nope!
That most assuredly does not hit.
And I cry again.
You spend your bonus action.
God.
Alright, so the spiders.
For the second time.
It's actually going to try, since Dejak, you're the only one that actually hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually going to try to bite. It's actually going to try to bite you.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, ow.
Ah,
And
shit.
Hold on.
hopefully it's like a not a poisonous spider.
Well, it's a good
like
thing you're raging.
tarantula.
Let's put it that way.
Indeed, yes.
What does bite do? Like piercing damage?
I believe so.
So 17
Okay.
total. So that actually drops you down to 8 points of damage.
Yes.
And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
So that
That shouldn't be too bad.
You make it.
All right.
No. Oh no, we're not done yet.
Oh, of course.
Because it's going to. Oh, this...
Wrapping webbing.
No, it's the poison damage. from the
Ah.
bug. And it was a crit, so this is going to hurt you a lot.
Oh, this could
And
be
poison
bad.
damage crit.
poison crits?
Yes, it does.
That seems weird. Whatever.
I guess the crits what's effective or damage roll. So
Yeah, it's all
that's-
damage rolls that happen in the turn itself.
Oh, gross.
So,
It's okay. We'll drag your body out after
so
you die.
I'm actually going to take. That should have been a total of 26 total poison damage, but since you made your save, it's actually 13, and then when you add your raging, 6 points of damage. Poison damage.
Okay. All right.
Are you okay?
I'm at 5.
Do you
right
have a
now.
potion?
I do.
You can probably
Okay.
get next turn.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're
I
an
think
orc,
I
right?
Be doing that.
You're an orc,
yes.
right?
So I'll go down to
They'll
0
be
and then
fine.
come back up to 1. So
And then chug the potion.
I guess that works too.
Assuming I don't kill it this round.
Sam,
There's a thing out the back though, so I don't want to
Yes,
probably waste a 1st level spell. I'm gonna go here. Can I see him from here?
Oh,
Do I
yeah.
have direct line of sight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, go
Firebolt. Is he in webs still? Can I light the webs on fire with him?
he is not on the webs. He is on the floor.
Okay. I'm just gonna firebolt him then.
Okay. That does not hit.
Better than my roll.
Yep. I rolled a 7.
Go. Is that it?
It's okay, I rolled a 1
First
save.
level.
Yep, that's all I got. I'm
Damn it.
quietly sad.
Sad gnomes.
Okay. Can I get to here?
10, 15. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at it with my scythe and pray that I hit it.
Right?
Come on.
That hits.
That's it.
So that should.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
That
It is
means that I
still
can.
up,
That means I
but
can also.
you put-
I'm not done yet. Not done yet. I
Okay.
smite that shit.
Okay.
Did you have to smite before you swing?
No.
No, we don't.
No, it's when I hit.
Not on smites.
Oh,
There
okay.
are other attacks that paladins get that he has to do that, but not on smite.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, with that. Yeah, so pretty much, how do you want to do this?
Poor
Yes.
spider. Bird and holy fire.
I kind of. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna come around the side, bring up my scythe, and just bring it down into its head with holy fire erupting everywhere.
Okay. So yeah, you just come over
If
to the
that's
side.
thing.
You make the call out to Orth, to bring his holy light down upon this spider, and your scythe just comes down, and you manage to get behind its head. You actually get between its head and its back, almost between that slightly chitinous armor, and just slice through. And then with the heat, with that holy fire that you bring through it, you actually you cut through its head like butter. And the scythe just goes completely through, lopping the head off of the giant spider.
Delicious spider butter.
Right.
Just like boiling a little bit in there.
We did it, guys! I mean,
I want the
you guys
harvest
did
of
it.
poison glands, unless someone has a better sort of survival.
Are you
nature.
proficient in nature?
I don't think so.
I am. I think I am.
Then-
Anyway.
Like, someone else is actually better at it than
I'm not proficient, but I have a 14 in it.
For actual harvesting, you need to be proficient.
I could do it for you if you have a vial.
I mean, the glands.
Yeah, that's fine. I could
The,
do
the
it.
actual body part.
Yeah.
I'll try doing it for him.
Watch him poison himself.
It's all
while
good.
While he does that, I'm gonna keep burning away the web until it's clear.
Okay. So give me that nature.
Unless people want to harvest the
Don't
web.
worry, guys. I'm proficient.
Oh, yes. You managed to. You actually managed to get one of the poison glands.
Here you go. Like, happy birthday. Oh.
Appreciate the help.
Did you put it in a jar or something?
I don't have any, so I just sort of hand it to him.
Poison.
Like, don't poison yourself.
Have fun.
my bag and
Does
grab my
anybody-
potion and drink that.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
No.
4 hit points back.
What a shitty
We're
potion.
clearly not meant to survive this day.
Carlos, those poison glands are
Yes.
only going to be good for about 48 hours.
Okay.
Are we going down that tunnel?
I keep burning away the web until it's gone.
Web is gone.
Then
I'd
we
like to go
search
down
the
the
room.
tunnel and
I searched the
also-
room after burning the web
Well,
to see if there's like bodies from this thing eating people or anything.
that spider horde.
You do find bodies, but you're actually kind of surprised what you find. You find essentially what were giant rats.
No,
Oh, wonderful.
exactly.
Oh, great! Now there's going to be a rat
Oh,
problem.
they did?
Fun
Well,
time.
if you remember
Our
when you
weakness
first
is
came in,
apparently
one of
they
the-
can
The
exist.
rat nest that was here.
Was there?
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
and there's
Before we
strangely no
moved it.
rats. Yeah.
Does anybody want to go down the tunnel? Because I'd like to, and
I would too.
Like, Silver, go there.
and
You're good at
I
that
will
stuff.
let Damien take the lead on that.
Can we see down it now?
It's. Do we have a light
Yeah,
source? I don't remember.
I mean,
I mean-
all of us have dark vision to 60 feet except
we can get
Damien.
We can get a light
And
source.
we have the light spell.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Pretty much when you take a look down,
Yeah, which
60 feet, it just looks like it gently kind of curves up and off to the side.
I'm like, buddy, go
Want to
check
go
it
for a
out.
walk or
I'd
want
like to
to go talk to the cogs that are probably still investigating the murder outside?
Up to you guys.
Go send Fizzbit.
To the cogs?
I know,
No,
I'm
down
saying
the
to the
tunnel.
Oh, down tunnel.
I can only perceive through them up to 100 feet.
Well, we'll just see where it goes.
Okay, I'll
there's
send
no time.
Fizzbit down the tunnel. If he dies, you're paying me for replacements.
Can you message the cogs with
No,
the
no deal.
message thing? Can you?
Pretty much.
I
It
can't
doesn't-
send message to them unless I like have seen them before, and it's only 100-foot range anyway. 120-foot range on message.
Oh.
He flies,
Okay.
he flies down essentially 100 feet. From what you can see, 100 feet down, nothing has happened, but it's still going.
Is it? It's just straight, not up or down or anything.
There's a slow rise to it. There's definitely an incline going on.
Okay, so it's slowly going up, but there's no difference out to 100 feet. It's just curving the same direction. Is it curving left or right? Doesn't
It's
matter.
like zigzagging or curvy road, slippery, yeah, winding
It's like
back.
it winds back and forth. It's mostly the same direction, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, it's mostly that direction, and there's no change out to 100 feet.
Well, I guess if we're gonna talk to the cog, we might as well do it now.
Should we? Oh, I would say we just collapse.
Should we take the
tunnel?
corpse of the gooey
Yes.
worm thing
Yeah.
out there and be like, yeah, guys, we killed it. Slop.
I mean, if you want to touch it, go ahead.
I'm not
believe
gonna touch it.
He exploded, if I remember correctly.
I think his head exploded.
I mean, I took a sample
Oh.
of it,
Well,
but I don't know if it
still-
actually, like, the whole thing exploded into goo.
If
Just-
someone has samples of the little worm, of the lavender worms, there's still body parts. Yeah.
Hmm.
Is the
Its
big-
head is pretty much gone.
Is the big long purple worm still there? Was that explode too? You said there was a big one.
It wasn't
The
one.
tongue was like a cluster of them all glued
Oh.
together.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, we can take up some of this stuff and be like, yeah, it's dead. I'm not touching it, though. That's gross.
And we cleansed the temple. Yay. Sort of.
And then we can come back down and investigate the cave, assuming they don't get mad at us for being in here.
Also, what's it called?
I think they'd get. I'm pretty sure they'd get mad at us.
Can I ask Gimbal what kind of
I'd
spider
kind of like
it was?
to check out the tunnel.
Let's see. Can I make a nature check to see if I know?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What kind of spider is it?
Just a giant spider.
It's just a giant spider.
Well, okay.
They're all one species. It's no big deal.
It's just a
Yeah.
giant spider.
There's like black
A
widow
poison
spiders.
species,
It's just
just
a
like-
giant spider. Yeah,
A poisonous.
it's arachnid, humongous.
Giganticus, Arachnicus.
He likes being underground.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Okay, so who's grabbing body parts?
I already have the sample of goo and worms and stuff
Okay.
on me, but I'm not gonna carry up body parts because that's gross.
There was no name on that coffin down there, right, or the altar.
No, there was not.
Alright, okay. I mean, I'll carry body parts, but is anyone else going to? Make a little note.
You have fun with that.
Okay.
I feel like because Gimbal went and like shouted for to call the cogs, we need to like at least have somebody go out there and talk to them so they're not like, yeah, those guys definitely killed this dude and ran away.
I mean, we could actually just leave them down here if they want to know, instead of
I mean,
bringing it up.
just tell them it's there. You don't have to
Yeah.
actually bring anything to them.
That's
Okay,
true.
that's fine. Let's go out.
Okay, let's go out. Hopefully they'll let us come back down here and see where the tunnel goes.
Is the rope
I
still
don't
here?
think they'd let us back down.
Do we want to go check out the tunnel first?
It is not.
I mean, it's not
I-
that important. Where
I'd like to check out the tunnel first.
Oh,
Yeah, like, isn't the rope gone?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
no,
right,
the
we
rope
pulled
is
it
gone.
down, I
you're on
forgot.
top of the rope,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we have no idea why this thing killed that guy either.
can I just like look up? Or are they looking down the hole over here, or are they?
Does it? Can I go look at the tunnel and like see if anything's been down it recently? I guess that would be a tracking thing that I don't have the skills to do.
Like, is it like a?
I could do that too.
Is it a tunnel that looks like it's been burrowed, or is it
definitely
like?
it is not
man-made
That is
or
for
what?
damn sure.
Hmm.
But spiders don't dig holes like this.
Oh,
so-
it was a burrowing spider. I forgot to mention that. No, it's-
Or I would assume spiders don't dig holes like this. I guess
Well,
they're.
spiders
do.
dig holes. They just usually don't make tunnels.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hmm.
Like trapdoor spiders do their little cave thing, but they don't like.
Actually, I don't have
Tunnel
survival, so I
place.
can't try.
Hey, Gimbal, you know about nature. Come tell me what dug this tunnel.
Okay. I'll try. my my forest knowledge, pretty.
You're a freaking wood gnome.
I am. I come from a family of rangers. Blah 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 blah. Nature check. I do come from a family of rangers. There you go.
Okay, yeah, pretty much you're able to put together, you have an idea. You're right, spiders generally don't burrow tunnels, they don't make tunnels. With Gimbal, you're thinking, the way it's looking at it is, chance, you're going to assume, or the most logical reason you can think of was, this tunnel was actually originally created by the rats.
How did that spider get in here?
The rats made the tunnel probably.
And then the spider just followed the food source.
And the spider
It
followed.
must have been a baby. Cool.
Alright, so it's just a rat hole?
Basically.
I'd still like to take a look.
Can I smell like sewage down there? Or is that if I just smell really hard?
We can walk down it and then come back and talk to the cogs. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been like an hour plus. If they're not still there, they probably...
At this point, it's been roughly about an hour and a half since you guys came down.
Yeah, because we had a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like,
Uh,
they're not going to leave in the time that we're going down the tunnel probably if they're not still there.
Okay.
One would hope they at least take a little bit more time than that investigating a crime scene.
Okay, so you guys are going to go down the tunnel?
Yeah.
Not first.
before we head down, I'm going to hand Jock my potion of healing.
Okay.
Like, I'll kind of
And I tell him
grab
to drink
Outlet
this.
Town. Okay, fair enough. Thank you very much. And I'll pop that open. Slightly
Wow.
better.
A little
Son of
bit.
a... Only one critical failure this
I'm
time.
going to give him a look and be like, are you sure you don't have some kind of immunity to healing potions?
No, I probably, my haste to drink it, I probably was drinking
Well,
a
I
bit
still
too quickly and I spilled, a bunch. There's like healing potion
Are
running
you
down
rage-
my chest.
I just say those are terrible quality healing potions. I can make much better
Stop
ones.
rage chugging, God.
I will say I'm no longer bloody. That's something.
I mean, if you still need it, Damien can probably
Good.
heal you. Maybe?
I can,
I
but I'd
think I'm-
prefer that to be like last resort kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
right.
saying, if you need it, it's there.
I'll
Okay.
live for right now. Even if I go down, I'll
Yeah.
definitely come right back up. So.
I feel like using the lay on hands would be better than using potions, though, because potions are consumable. But whatever.
Shall we?
Thing is,
Let's just go. Let's go down the tunnel. I'm not first. I have no wish to die
Alright.
this day. Today is not a good day to die.
I'll go
Alright.
first.
Okay, who's second?
I'm a ghost.
I'm like, you're
I'm gonna go.
marching
I'll
order.
go third,
you are earning this ale, my
but not
buddy.
last.
I'll go behind him.
Unless you guys want me in front, I'll rear guard, because I am the least stealthy of all of us.
Go for it.
All right.
Okay, so you guys go down the tunnel.
And
And as you're walking down, it switches back and forth, and it seems to be going in one direction. You do feel a little bit of an incline. You get to about 100 feet, which is as far as Fizbit got. I mean, pretty much.
Check for traps. Someone check for traps.
Oh, too
Well,
late.
the rats dug it
Oh.
out, so
I'm not in the front.
You keep
it's
going.
fine.
You keep moving down the tunnel, and after about another 60 feet, I want Dejac actually give me a perception check.
I mean, this is the rat tunnel. Who's gonna make traps in a rat tunnel?
I mean,
Okay.
there could be natural stuff like cave-ins and things like that
You
You
think?
can see cave-ins.
before they
The
fall
shot?
on your head.
Oh.
rat shit.
Wait. All right, Dejac, you hear? You think it sounds like the clanging of swords up ahead. Clang, clang, clang. Clang,
Are
clang,
we-
clang.
Aware of any? Oh, is it a pattern?
It's
Yeah.
definitely a pattern.
Rhythmic?
Okay, that
Clang, clang,
sounds
clang.
possibly trap-like.
Might be a smithy.
I don't see anything in front of me.
No, you can hear it, but it actually, at this point, you notice it actually starts to incline a little bit more, and a little curve up, the hole itself will curve up and around.
Do you want to send Fizbit out again?
Dude, the blade
I send
trap.
Fizbit out. Probably gonna die. He gets eaten by like
So you
swinging
send
blades.
Frisbee out, and he starts flying up the tunnel, and he goes around the corner. As soon as he rounds the corner, about another 60 feet
He's
ahead of him,
being careful.
he actually sees daylight.
Okay, there's daylight out there. My guess is that that's like a blacksmithy or something. I would hope
And
that the
Frisbee
clank.
even hears a clank. Oh, actually, that's right. You can only do sight or hearing at once, right?
No, I can do both.
Can you?
You
Yeah,
know
I
that.
get all of his senses at once if I
Yeah.
use my action to see through him.
Okay. I mean, yeah. So as he rounds the corner, it definitely gets a little bit louder. You can hear the clang, 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 clang.
Faster.
Is it faster or is it the same?
That's
just
the same.
rhythm.
Oh.
Okay, so I tell everybody that there's daylight up ahead, and that's probably the exit of the rat tunnel.
Yeah.
We should probably figure out where it
I'm not gonna
exits.
send Fizbit out by himself,
Okay.
so I'm calling him back.
He can wait there.
I don't think owls can hover.
Sit there, then still stand.
I will.
He can sit on the
continue.
ground.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I have him sit on the ground.
I'll continue forward slowly, kind of checking things out every now and then.
Okay, give me a perception check. Yeah, as you get closer and as you go around the bend, you see Fizbit, and you definitely hear it. It's clank, clank, clank. You actually start to hear a little bit more like, "Come on, you scallywag bastards! My mother could hit harder than that." Clang, 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 clang.
Oh, this sounds like slaves.
Let me see your war
See.
face. Clang, clang,
That,
clang.
that sounds like training for the cogs, and we're
Yeah,
going to
they're
like
training.
walk out into the middle of their HQ.
That
probably
sounds
would be a good
fascinating.
idea.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put my
stealth?
axe on my back,
Okay.
and then yeah, I'll move forward stealthily, or try to at least.
Okay, so the steep incline definitely comes up. Since you are a half orc, it is a little bit tight. You're not standing up. You are kind of bent over a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, as you get closer, pretty much when you get to the edge, you actually realize that you're actually up on a little bit on a hill. There's a rock outcropping next to you, and looking down, yeah, you see cogs training.
Is it?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is this like a courtyard or some kind of fortress or anything, or is it just like an open yard?
It's an open yard.
Okay. Because like, if this is a back way into some fort or something, we should probably tell them. But if it's not, then we can just go back out the other way and talk to the law enforcement guys that are probably still investigating the crime scene.
No, it's it's a yard. It's an open yard.
Okay. There's no kind of gate between
Okay.
outside and me.
Not from where you can see.
Okay. So I'll report back to everyone what I see out there, and say we should probably turn around.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a way to block the tunnel up there, or just like a rock to move over?
I mean, do we
Yeah.
really need to be concerned about that? Everything in here is dead. The rats have been eaten. The spider's dead.
Yeah.
All the undead are dead.
Again.
Well,
Again, they're re-dead. I don't think anybody's particularly concerned about stuff being stolen from in here.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
see any
very
reason that we need
hard.
to cave in the roof and risk killing ourselves to block up this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are heading
All
back.
right, let's
Mhm.
back on.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that was on a different map. Okay, so you come back down. Pretty much as you guys come back down, you're no, don't jump there. Come back.
Oh. Okay.
Up, not jumping there.
Pretty much when you come around the last bend, and pretty much where the tunnel goes roughly about 30-40 feet straight before it opens back out into the cavern. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I'm sure
Is this
that's
everybody?
Everyone or just his?
when it's Damien.
Pretty much, yeah, everyone can. Jack, you don't notice. Oh, Gimbal, you really, you notice. And Silver.
Do I?
I
guess I do. I have
How
one
about me?
better one than Silver.
So pretty much, yeah. So 3 of you made it. So you all we'll just call this a group roll. You definitely notice there's some light. There's actually the cavern. The fire was out when you guys left. There is light ahead in that cavern, and you think you hear people talking.
Should we just assume this is the cogs and walk in?
I do that and I walk in. I'm like, hello.
I'd rather not walk in.
I'm definitely not.
Okay. Well, Gimbal, you kind of move ahead of everybody, and you walk in. I need to move everybody out of the room. Just move everyone out. Gimbal, doop doop doop. Whoop. You walk in, and as you walk in, you see 2 other gnomes, clearly in cog uniforms, and they stop and they turn around, they pull out their swords and
Like, hello, my friends. We came down here to figure out what murdered the person up there. We have proof. Hi.
I'm gonna walk up to this travesty and be like, it was some kind of undead creature. It's dead in that there's a room down that way.
We also cleared
I
out
point
this
this
terrible
direction.
undead down here. You guys should
Yeah,
probably...
there was a lot of undead down here. It was kind of concerning, if you ask me.
one of the cogs kind of leans back a little bit and looks slightly over his shoulder and just yells, "Captain!"
Oh, and I'm like, I'm the guy who told the bartender to call you guys.
There you go.
Okay.
So about 30 seconds later, another gnome comes in. He walks in. His uniform is definitely much prettier, a little bit more metal to it than what the cons are wearing. And he looks in and he goes, "You better explain yourselves."
I'm gonna be like, would you happen to know what kind of creature would make green goo and little tiny worms? Because we think that whatever killed that guy was an undead creature that had those like coming out of it, and it's really gross. And yeah, so why would that be in your city? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, looks at you. He goes, "Why would you bring that into my city? Where did you guys come from?"
I'll be like, I called the
I
bartender.
walk into the room.
Like, we have a really nice paladin.
Have you met our paladin?
Our paladin is wonderful.
I walk in.
He's very paladin-y.
With a sight.
You just pull me out of your pocket or something. I walk in. I look kind of annoyed and be like, we're the ones who told you it was here. Just kind of like rubbing my face, being annoyed.
He kind of
And
looks up and down at you and goes, "Huh? And who might you be?"
my name is
Make his
Damien.
mask glow,
I
make
am
his
a
mask
paladin.
Sorry.
I'm almost fine with this. I remove my mask
Okay.
and I tell him that I'll show you where it is. And that unfortunately Damien's charisma is a lot higher than mine.
It's like no introduction of like I work for the church of whatever.
Make a
I
persuasion
did
check.
that already. Persuasion. There. Yes, something I'm good at. Hopefully. Damn it.
Okay.
Can I
He looks
assist
at you.
him? Oh, okay.
Kind of looks you over. He's like, "You don't have any of those wormy things crawling out of those scars on your face there, do you?"
No, that's a long story that I'm going to keep to myself.
All right. Well, show me what you got.
As we walk, I'm gonna be like, walk
Haven't-
out, start walking us towards there. Sorry, go ahead.
Unless anybody has any of the worms with them, did anybody take a
I do.
worm?
Well, we're gonna show him the body of the.
We're gonna show him the body.
Yeah. And the clear trail
Yeah, sure.
that goes from the sewers.
I'm keeping those because I want to find out what it is. So if he asks for them, I'm not going to tell him. But
I go over. I'm gonna just go over to it.
Okay, you're gonna take him to the body. So you walk him over to the body.
as we walk past him, I assume we're gonna be walking ahead of him. I'm gonna just, in passing, be like, "That tunnel leads to one of your training yards. You might want to take a look at it." As we walk past.
Okay. As you walk past, you kind of notice you hear one of the guards actually start running down the tunnel. But you guys, you bring him over to the body. The dead body's there. Green goo, lavender worms everywhere. The head is completely smashed in, but the body is still relatively intact. And he looks it over. He goes, "Ugh, I have no idea what this is.
I guess that would mean.
I don't get paid enough."
Do you know why this
I
church
feel
was
like-
closed down? Any chance? Because there's so many undead everywhere around here.
Just so many.
It's like a
He's
lot.
He looks and he goes, "No idea this building used to be a temple of Ion." So
Can we?
All right.
Would you be able to let us in upstairs so we can take a look around and see maybe like what might have undeaded all these undead?
Our paladin would love to cleanse it.
That's true too.
he goes, "Well, you're gonna have to talk to the bar owner. It's a bar upstairs."
Wasn't it all
Oh, I
boarded
thought it was
up
a
upstairs?
boarded up.
That explains that. Yeah,
Uh,
I thought you said it was boarded up.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a bar.
Yeah, you did.
That would explain a lot.
The
That would have.
the top of the stairs was boarded up and was mortared in.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, we thought the whole building was like
No, okay, that's my
closed up.
Well, if the bar was
Yeah,
throwing their
that's-
trash down here, that's probably what caused the.
That would explain a lot. So,
That explains so many things.
I want to find out why this thing just like. How long has the bar been up there? Do you know?
He looks at it. He goes, "The dirty pig. It's been up there. I don't know.
Such a fitting name.
So have
He's a few decades, I guess.
have there been any murders like this around here ever before?
Not that I'm aware of. No."
So why are the undead just coming out now, I wonder? And I'm just gonna go sit in the corner and ponder.
He kind of looks at you and shakes his head. He's like, "Okay." He looks at the rest of you and goes, "All right, well, you can leave now. We'll take over here from here and figure out what this is all about."
They say you're probably gonna want to clean, and they point to the door
Right.
with all the trash. It's kind of nasty in there.
Tell the bar owner to stop throwing his crap into the basement.
Don't open that door.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Damon. I didn't hear you.
Be careful when you open that door. Be careful when you open that door.
It smells like roses.
He goes, "Okay, duly noted." I'm pretty much at this point, unless you guys are going to do anything else down here, you will make your way outside. When you get to the front room, they have another rope already established, so it's easy enough to climb up and out.
Okay.
Let's take our little break right there and come back at 10:50 Eastern.
Okie dokie.
So 8 minutes.
All right, cool.
Oh. Yeah, I get to use the restroom.
Huh.
Well, that explains it. Okay. So, yes. Oh, well, I guess I'll wait for everybody to come back.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Okay. All right, so everybody who's here.
Yep. I am.
I'm here.
Kimball's Damien,
I never leave.
Carlos. All right, everyone's here. Okay, so I looked over my notes real quick for this building. I I was right and I was wrong. Yes, this building is owned by the bar called the Dirty Pig, but for an unknown reason, or at least one that has not been revealed, the side of the building that you were on was indeed boarded up.
So I thought, oh my god, the building didn't look very good when we went in. I think that was
Sorry,
like the
what?
first thing we asked. Like the condition of the building that we saw.
Yeah, the side of the building was boarded up.
So we need to go ask the Dirty Pig guy, owner, what the fuck happened. But, yeah. I'm curious.
I'd assume he doesn't know that there are abominations
But
in his
if
basement.
the side of his bar is all
It's
boarded
boarded
up,
up and
maybe
everything.
like somebody threw bricks through it or something. I don't know. It would give us. What I want to know is why this undead monstrosity just now started, like, jumping out and killing people. If this place has been a bar for years.
I'm gonna go.
Maybe someone took a particularly nasty poop down the trash chute.
Or that's gross. Or I would like to at least try to figure out where I might be able to find that information. If it's like something that I need to look up or whatever.
So you're going to question the barkeep or the owner?
I want to do that. I also want to check my. I don't know if this would be religion, which I don't have, but I want to see if I might know what could make an undead thingamy start suddenly going out and killing people.
Necromancy.
Honestly, you know the answer. The college, the arcane college will most likely have the answer.
Okay. I also want to go out and question the barkeep and ask why everything was boarded up.
While we're in the bar, I'm gonna buy the Jacques that ale I promised him.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yes.
What quality of ale are you purchasing there?
What are the qualities I could pick from?
Well, no, let's see.
Better be the best they've got.
yeah.
Or your favorite.
No. Oh.
I'm gonna toss down some coin and be like, well, first we have to walk into the bar. I mean, I don't know if it's like even open. It is like the morning.
Well, no, it's you guys have been at this point. It's been 2 hours, so yeah, it's still early morning. Yeah, as a matter of fact, no, the bar is not open at this point.
Oh.
'Cause it's roughly
We're
about
living
equivalent
close
of
to here. We
8
can
o'clock
come
in the morning.
back. We can come back and question the barkeep later.
I promised the Jacques, and I'm like, next time, my friend. And then
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you have all your stuff. Your free room is open for the one night.
Yeah, it's not free anymore.
That's true. But we can come back here later anyway.
Well,
If the bar isn't open, I doubt the owner's gonna be there.
I mean, he could live there.
Well, he was
That's
there when I called to tell him to get the cogs.
Let's just come bother him
No,
later
no,
when
that was a
everyone's
inn.
doing business.
You called the inn keeper.
Oh,
The bar-
I thought the
bar
bar and
back there.
inn
I
were the
knock on
same.
the door. I knock on the door and see if anybody's there.
Oh, it's just two different places.
no one answers.
Okay.
No,
I'm
but
going to
hold
go
on,
up to
before we
Silver
go-
and be like, "Where did you sell that dagger? Show
Stop.
me."
Stop. Before we go any further, just everyone give me an initiative roll.
What?
It's not combat. This is just
Oh. What?
Do we
I
get
don't
our?
know, talking over each other, trying
My
to
bad.
say what we're doing, kind of routine. So give me an initiative order.
My initiative sucks.
You got the go bench.
Oh, come on.
Like your character first.
I did. And then it took forever for
They're both
anything
terrible.
to happen.
That's because your internet's bad.
Shut
Okay.
your mouth.
So, all right, John, looks like you're first. What are you doing?
Okay. after we've gone up and knocked on the door and nobody showed up,
Yep.
I'm gonna ask Silver where he sold the dagger again.
I can tell you, but I need to do something first.
I have a plan. I just want to. I just need you to get me there, and get me like. Tell me how to make sure that the guy will buy something from me, because I'm going to do this. I take out my dagger, and actually I don't know how long transmutation takes, but I'm going to turn it into solid silver and then try to trade it for the one that you sold.
Why don't you just let me do it?
I mean, you could do that too, but you said you wanted to do something first.
Yeah. I mean, it'll only take a little while. I mean, I can point you in that direction.
Whatever. I need to go to the mass assembly anyway, so I could go to the mass assembly first, and then we can meet up later.
Sure.
Okay, what are you doing at mass assembly?
I want to go see Adrian.
Okay. All right, we'll come back to you in a moment. Gimbal, what are you doing?
I think me and Damien were gonna go investigate some things today, so I'm gonna wait for Damien to go.
Okay, well, Damien, you're up next anyway.
Oh, yeah.
no, you're not.
No,
Sorry,
just Jacques next.
Jacques.
Yeah.
I'm going to be heading for mass assembly to talk to Adrian as well.
Okay. Silver, what are you doing?
I wanted to get that message out.
I don't remember what the message was.
To basically to Maria, more or less asking.
Oh, right. Make me a perception check, by the way.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you definitely see it. Pretty much when Zom was knocking on the door to the bar, you happen to see a little bit further down the street, you see someone give the hand signal for "follow me."
Okay. Go over there.
Okay, so you start trailing the person. You probably wind around about 4 or 5 city blocks. When you come in, essentially, you wind around 4 or 5 city blocks. Let me move you guys back.
So it's the city of the map. Or the map of the city.
Yeah. So pretty much where you guys were, no, sorry, wrong side, my bad. On this corner, in the middle class, essentially in this corner between where it says middle class, I am, and military staging. And that's where you guys were staying. The guy you follow, essentially not too far. Like I said, it's only a few blocks, but you definitely enter. You're walking along the military staging. There are fences, and you see in the yard, you see soldiers practicing. But you come around, you kind of enter the small trade area, and you do walk into an alley where there's 5 other people, all of them holding short swords up, pointing at you.
Oh, okay. The hostility in their face, or they're just kind of ready?
Well, they're pointing it at. They're pointing the swords at you.
Okay.
Hello, my friend.
It's more or less, yeah. Like, hi, did I do something?
Hang on.
Just vanish in plain sight. Don't you have that yet?
That's not a thing I can do ever.
Oh.
Wasn't quite ready for this. Give me a second.
Run.
Yes, I could run and then hide.
Ooh, burrow. You could burrow under the ground. That makes sense.
You have a fly speed, right? Just fly away.
No,
Totally.
the one
I
in the
can
middle,
sprout wings.
the person in the middle, starts laughing, and it is a laugh that you absolutely recognize.
Oh.
Yeah, you know who it is. And she gives a look. She goes, "Oh, darling, I never thought you'd get caught like that. That was pretty embarrassing."
Thanks.
So yeah, Maria is there standing in front of you.
What are you doing here?
Well, we seem to have some problem. She looks at you. She goes, "We seem to have some problems regarding some sort of religious fanatic, and caught wind that he may be over here in Cogwheel. Also caught word that this is where you were being transported when we actually tried to break you out, believe it or not, but you weren't there."
Yeah, things happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring out. But between getting word that you were being transported to Cogwheel and then also hearing that this religious asshole that's causing us problems was also last spotted here, decided to make the trip over myself.
That makes sense. What's this fanatic's name?
Seems to go by the name of the Ember. Ever heard of such a pretentious piece of shite before?
When I was in the jail cell, the Ember was actually one of the prisoners with me.
And everyone just kind of lowers their swords a little bit, and she looks at you. She goes, "You've seen him?"
I have indeed.
Oh, I know there was a reason I trained you. I knew there's a reason I took you in. Tell me, come on, what does he look like?
He's a tall, lanky human with red hair. And I don't know if that's not the description you gave me.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. He's a tall, he's tall. He's about 6'4".
Yeah.
6 foot now, 6'2", 6'3". Very lanky. Red hair, kind of almost fro-ish, kind of poofy. And she goes, "Okay. I'll have to keep an eye out. That doesn't ring a bell. At least doesn't sound like anyone I've come across." She goes, "So, how'd you get out?"
The prison was attacked. Well, more or less by the people that broke out the Ember from the jail. And in the chaos, we got out.
Oh, that's interesting. I heard some elves attacked. You're talking about Two Rivers.
Yeah, in fact, it wasn't elves. It was a bunch of humans that came to break out the Ember.
She goes, "That's very interesting. I've been hearing tell that it was elves that attacked Two Rivers Keep." Huh. She goes, "Well, that makes things interesting." He goes, "Well." She goes, yeah. She goes, "Well, so, how would you like to take a jump?"
It's the job.
I need help tracking this Ember asshole down. He's been breaking into some of our stores, stealing a bunch of our stuff, but we can't seem to stop him. We don't know where he's going to strike. He's caused us enough trouble and cost us some good coin that I'm putting a bounty on his head, but I'm willing to give you a first shot.
More than happy.
She goes, "Okay." Well, then she hands you over a piece of paper, which is her usual contract. Pretty much in the contract, she is offering. The contract itself is she's offering 10,000 gold pieces for the Ember.
Okay.
And she looks at you and she goes, "You got 30 days. Otherwise, I open up to other people."
Any relevant information that you can provide before?
She goes, "We don't know. This is why I'm so pissed. This is why I'm actually in Cogwheel myself, trying to track him, doing the dirty work for once myself. He's a slippery bastard. I have no idea how he's doing it."
But you got word that he was in this area?
We did. Pretty much one of the guards that put you on the boat was bragging about how they managed to capture him, and that he was being sent to high water.
Okay.
She goes, "Other than that, she goes, I honestly don't have any other information. I heard you were in town and that you were free, so I wanted to check in on you. But I'm going to head down to Two Rivers Keep myself to see what all the hubbub's about. Like I said, you're telling me it was humans, but I've been hearing that it was nothing but elves that attacked Two Rivers."
Well, probably all cleaned up by now, but, well, take it from me when I was there, so...
She goes, "Oh, I believe you. I know you would do me right." And with that, she looks at you. She goes, "All right, boys, our business here in high water's done." She goes, "We're gonna we're gonna circle around. We're gonna take the easy path out to the west here and circle around through the Gal Valley, not to draw any attention. But no, I'll see you when I see you. But you have 30 days before I make the bounty public.
All right. Take care.
All right. And with that, her and the group, they turn around and they walk out. So we're going to go over to Damien.
Did that Turner disappear?
Hi.
It was just us two.
Yeah.
Oh, did
So
it die hard?
before Zom heads out, I tell him. Before Zom heads out to do whatever he's doing, I tell him that I want to talk to him before he gets into the college,
Alrighty.
which is where I think he's trying to go.
Weren't you
No.
going to the assembly?
You think I'm going to the college
Uh,
right now?
Eventually, the last thing your ultimate goal is to get to the damn college. Or,
Yes.
Something. So I need to talk to you later, and I'm gonna look at Gimbal and try to figure out what we're doing because he seems to know more than I do at the moment.
Okay.
Because I'm looking for the Ember.
Okay. So Zom and Jacques, you're both heading to mass assembly.
Yeah.
Damien and Gimbal, you two are kind of.
Well, I'm like, I tell him like, Orth or Thel, up to you.
Is Gimbal here?
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Paul?
You can't hear me?
He's talking right now. Try like mousing over the headphone icon and see if
Oh
you
shit! Right.
Is that better?
I've muted.
There we go. There's my problem.
Oh, that's weird. It wasn't. I just had to redo it. I tell Damien and
There we go.
Orth or Thel, up to you. I'm not really in with the religious parts of this town. Figured you know the best place to go. Wait, what I told you?
So, that would be that we'd have to go to like the Temple of Fel or something, right?
While you're trying to make up your mind, you actually
Probably.
start to hear something odd coming from your backpack. It's like the sound of a pen scribbling across paper.
Who? Me?
Damien, you. Yeah.
Yes. I take a look at my book.
You open up the journal, and you open up to the first page, and the very first line you see written and scrolling across. Seems something interesting is happening in Rusticate. Come see me first.
What's that book you got
Okay,
there?
So I guess I'm
Rusticate,
also
by the
over
way,
to assembly.
Okay. Yeah. You know, Rusticate is the name of a small town in Cogwheel. Okay. So Gimbal, you're going with Damien.
I guess. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I'll trust the book, the mysterious book.
Magic walkie-talkie.
What is that book?
Pretty much. Zom, you're first, since you're next up in the order. You get to mass assembly. Actually, I'm going to say all four of you get to mass assembly first. When all four of you get there, Adrian kind of, you're escorted into the office. Adrian opens up the door from his inner office, comes out, he goes, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 out of 5. It's not. He goes, it's not a bad retention rate. He motions to Damien and motions you to come into the office, and he looks at the other three. He goes, "I'll be with you all." I'll be with you all in just a few minutes.
Yeah,
I
okay.
sigh. And I'm like
So Damien, you walk-
exasperated. I'm going to make awkward conversation with Dijak about how physically fit he is and what kind of fitness program he follows. And how I can be like that.
I do feel very uncomfortable. I will slowly start walking away from him.
Damien, you're brought into the inner chamber, into the inner office. He closes the door behind you. He goes, "I'm glad you got my message." He goes, "Pretty much. I just got word from my contact in Rusticate." And he kind of looks at you. Make a history check. See if you would know
Okay.
what Rusticate is.
So I don't have my book. I think because I'm a noble, there's something about history.
You might get
I might
history
be-
proficiency being a noble. Give me a sec.
It might just be that. I'm gonna roll it anyway. Hey, son of... Seriously.
Just wait.
Sorry, ignore the second one.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, you
Being
just
that
get
a noble-
proficiency.
I'm running on a 3-second delay.
Yeah. Being a noble, the name rings a bell, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Pretty much he looks at you, he goes, Rusticate, he goes, it's a town a little bit north of here. Pretty much, it's where a lot of military figures, generals, certain adjuncts and diplomatic people of gnomish, of the gnomish variety tend to retire to when they have finished, when they feel that they are done when they are done serving their culture. They do. It's also. It's pretty much. He goes. It's half. Let's see. He goes. It's a half ranch town and half retirement town, kind of routine. Kind of an odd mix, but the next to the hallowed. It's next to the Hallowed Hills, which you would definitely know. Pretty much everybody in the Refuge Isles knows what the Hallowed Hills is, which is essentially it's like this giant 50 square mile radius of hills of where the gnomes actually, especially the ancient gnomes, it doesn't happen too often now. It's really more reserved for high-ranking gnomes of current day, but it's essentially it's the area where the ancient gnomes used to bury their dead. Rusticate is between, essentially, is in this little spot between the Hallowed Hills and the Quiet Forest. A little bit off the beaten path. It's north. It's north of the West River. But it's pretty much a retirement community. Although they do have some agriculture there. But I do keep I do have a contact there, and it seems that one of the ranchers' cattle have been branded, and they've been branded with the symbol of the breathing leaf.
Oh, fine.
Now, normally something like this should shoot up the flares, but fortunately, the constable that runs Rusticate, the constable Rawil, fortunately for us, he's a smart man. He's an ex-general who just couldn't sit still and took over the constabulary in Rusticate itself. He's a smart man, and he knows he's not sending out the alarm because he knows he's confident, shall we say, that elves did not brand the cattle. But he's trying to investigate himself and doesn't seem to be coming up with anything. And one of his people, one of his deputies, who is my contact, sent me a message about the cattle brand, about the brand itself. So seems to be fitting in with a little bit of a minor theme that we've been encountering recently. A theme that we've been encountering recently where it seems like someone's trying to make it look like the elves have come to Cogwheel and are trying to stir up trouble. So it's just a suggestion. You don't have to follow it, but it might be something to pique your. It might be a place to start.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be interesting. I'll look into that.
He goes, okay. If you decide to go, he scrawls on a piece of note and hands it to you. He goes, make sure you hand this to Perry. Perry is my contact, and she'll take care of you when you're in town.
Sorry, could you say it again? It cut out on me.
Okay. He writes down. He goes, if you decide, he scribbles on a piece of note, folds it, candle wax, seals it, and hands it to you. He goes, if you decide to go to Rusticate, he goes, hand this to Perry, and she'll take care of you. She's my contact in town. She's one of the deputies.
Alright.
He goes,
Okay.
anything
I
else?
put it in my bag.
He goes, do you need anything from me?
I think I'm pretty good as I am.
He goes, all right.
Okay.
travel safe. It's going to take you about 3 days to get there. But you're going to head down Drop Pass to the north, and then just follow the road west towards Hammerest. And you'll see where the path cuts off. It's about 2 days. The path cuts off and heads north and across the river into Rusticate itself. Let me actually pop it. Oh, that's right. I didn't update the map, so let me show you guys where it's going. Did I put you on the map?
You put us on Cogwheel.
I got a big white screen.
I see Cogwheel.
Let me know when it loads up. It might take you a minute or two. You seem to be lagging a bit.
This is internet sucks.
There we go. Start to go.
Okay, so Cogwheel is obviously the star that's there in the center. You would head up Drop Pass to where it's number 6, which is Drop Pass Keep. Then follow the road. Roughly about here, you would head north. Rusticate is right here, nestled in this area between the hills, between the Hallowed Hills and the Quiet. So yeah, it'll take you a day to get drop down to Drop Peak. It's another day down the road, and then a day cutting north. So yeah, it'll take you 3 full days to get there. If you decide you decide to do that, we are done with the hardcore railroading. Which reminds me, you all should have another 100 experience points.
Oh, yeah, right.
100?
So he escorts you out. He opens up the door. He opens up next. He goes, okay, so looks around the room. Who was next?
In order? I want to go next, but
Just
I
go.
don't know if I was next in the turn order.
You actually are next in the turn order anyway. So he points
Okay,
to you.
so
He goes, all
I
right.
stand up. I'm like, I am a... no, I'm not going to do that. That's out of character. Never mind. I was going to be like, I'm a big shot wizard. I'm not used to being kept waiting, but that's... My character wouldn't try to bluff that at all. So I'm going to walk in and say... So last time I was here, you said I should come back to you if I wanted a job. But... before we address that, I want to make a deal with you about how I might be paid for that job.
He goes, okay, I'm listening.
I know you have some kind of contact in the college, based on the fact that you got me access to their ritual chambers and such. I need you to help me find a sponsor.
He goes, do you just want, he goes, okay. Now, are you looking to actually study at the college, or you just want access to the facilities?
I want access to their facilities. Being able to study might be nice, but primarily I need to get into their library.
Hey, looks, he goes, thinks about it. He goes, okay. I think we can work something out. And he stops and thinks, steeples his fingers for a minute, and he goes, reaches into his desk and pulls out a little notebook. Notebook is about 8 inches, it's 8 by 3.5. You may have noticed Damien looking at one earlier today before you guys got here.
I'm like, ooh, is that a notebook of messaging?
He goes,
And I'm like a little kid looking at tech toys.
He goes, yes. As a matter of fact, you are. You will, if you want access, if you're just looking for access to the facilities, he hands you the notebook. He goes, this is the cost. Pretty much you're going to become one of my contacts, and essentially when I need you to go take care of something, you go take care of it. And I will make sure you have full, well, not full access, but you will be able to enter the library, study the library, use the summoning rooms if need be. You may not be able to get into some of the vaults, but you will definitely, at least at the very least, have access to the libraries and the summoning rooms and the teleportation room.
How much time would this require of my busy schedule? I do have things that I have to take care of for myself, after all.
Because it depends if something comes up.
All right. Also, would you happen to have any other gainful employment available right now? I seem to be running short on funds. Awkward, like pushing my two fingers together, like I have no money.
He gives a little chuckle. He goes, "Here's the deal. Pretty much when you work for me, you do get, you will." He goes, "I'll make." He goes, "Pretty much if you're working for me, you're officially an initiate of worth, which means you will be getting essentially a weekly stipend. Now you won't be able to collect it all at one time, but we'll be able to keep track and make sure you get paid." He goes, "Now."
I go, wait, do I have to convert to be able to do this?
He looks at you and goes, "No."
Alright.
He goes, "No, but you know what?" He goes, "Well, I do have, you know what, why don't you investigate something for me?" He looks at you and goes, "No, if you don't want to convert to Orth, then no, I can't make you an initiate. But I do have something for you, so you can earn a little bit of extra cash."
Oh, I'm willing to convert, but don't expect me to actually, like,
Commit.
be practicing.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. But here's the deal. He goes, "A little interesting tidbit came to my attention this morning," and he goes on to describe the rusticate. I keep wanting to say about reconstitute, but that's not right. It's reconstitute. He goes, pretty much tells you what's going on at rusticate and the sudden appearance of the cattle being branded with the breathing leaf.
And I'm like, how very odd.
He goes, "If you take," and he writes out a note, stamps it and seals it, and he hands it to you. He goes, hand this to Perry, who's my contact down there, and she'll make sure you have room and board taken care of. And upon completion, it's 3 days travel to get there, 3 days to get back. He goes, he pulls out a coin purse and tosses it to you. You receive 10 gold coins. He goes, "And that should cover essentially what's two weeks worth of work."
I say, alright, I'll see you soon, I guess. So you I want to ask him, just to be clear, I have access to the college now, or?
He goes, "You will." And as a matter of fact, he opens up another drawer, pulls out a pin, or it's actually like a little, essentially like a little medallion. Yeah, and he pulls out a little medallion. It's got the symbol. It's got one of Orth's sun symbols in it, but it also has, in the middle of it, has a book that's open. So it's the symbol of the sun, and then on top of the sun is the image of an open book. And he hands that to you. He goes, "That will get you access to the libraries and the summoning rooms."
I say, thank you very much. I guess I'll be seeing you in 2 weeks. Give him a little wave, and, like, is there bowing or anything that should be happening, or should I just, like, leave?
Do whatever you want to do.
I leave. I don't know if there's any, like, protocol. I guess there wouldn't be with the whole no monarchy thing. So I head out.
Okay. By the way, Damien, you should have an extra 10 gold too, because he would have paid you ahead of time too.
And then I'm gonna go up to Damien
we
and
go.
say, we should have that word now that you wanted.
Okay.
And
Before you do that,
I guess it'll be the next person's turn now.
yeah. So, Jacques, you see Zom come out, and for once he's actually kind of speechless a little. For Zom, he's a little speechless. It's more of a stutter. And Adrian comes up behind him, and he motions to you. He goes, "You, my friend, I believe it's your. I believe it is your turn."
Indeed, and I'll walk into his office.
He closes the door behind you, motions to the chair, and he goes, "And what can I do for you?"
Well, I've come here in search of work. I know you had mentioned an offer of such things the last time we met. I was wondering if you had anything for me.
Well, as a matter of fact,
Repeat speech.
pretty much, you get the whole speech. You don't get offered the notebook.
Aw.
No, you don't. I'm sorry. 'Cause
That's
you're just
okay.
looking for work. You're not. Yeah.
Right. No, yeah.
He looks at you and goes, I'll tell you what. And he tosses you a pouch that actually only has 5 gold pieces in it. But he goes through the whole spiel, and he goes, if you can just, he goes, you don't have to, you just need to figure out what's going on. And actually, no, he does hand you a notebook. I take that back. So you're going to get one too.
Okay.
And pretty much he goes, it doesn't have to be bloody. You don't have to kill anybody or arrest anybody or nothing like that. I just need you to figure out who's doing the branding and why. And then when you have the answer, and he gives you a demonstration of how to write in the book and all that stuff, he goes, when you figure it out, just send me a message. And then once you return to, and then, in which case I will make sure you get the other 5 gold pieces that will be due to you, which is essentially 2 weeks worth of work, payment for 2 weeks worth of work if you were an initiate of work.
Say very well, and then my face goes a little bit somber, and I'll reach into my bag and I'll kind of start rolling around the ring that has the symbols in my bag, and I'll turn to him and I'll say, I was wondering also if you knew of anyone or any place where I could take this, and I'll show the ring to him to have it looked at.
His face goes still when you show him the ring. And he just looks up at you and goes, I'm so sorry. Who was it? Your mother or your father? Uncle?
Both parents.
And he goes, and he looks at you and he goes, was it your mother or your father that was the orc?
My father.
And he goes, you have my deepest sympathies. Honestly, it's best. Sorry. If you go talk to Helga Brokerock, and you will know that name Helga is actually, your father has told you stories about her, and you saw her when you first came into Mass Assembly because she's here as the ambassador for the orcs.
Gotcha.
And he looks at you and goes, it's probably best you talk to her about this.
I say, thank you, sir, and I'll kind of give him a bit of a bow, and I'll head out of the office then.
Okay. So he follows behind you. He opens up the door. Gimbal, are you still here?
Yeah. Well, I feel left out. I'd like to talk with you too.
And he motions in. He's like, come on in. He
And I-
motions to the chair. Have a seat.
And I say, I'm not looking for work. I'm not looking for anything. Actually, no. Maybe I am. And, and then I've been supplying your paladin there with an awful lot of information to help him with his duty. I was wondering if there was any compensation with. I mean, I would love to do it with my own free goodwill, but I have to live too, And it's very good information.
He looks at you and goes, are you looking for consulting fees? Is that what I'm hearing?
Maybe.
He gives a little smile. He goes, all right, very well. He pulls out a coin. He pulls out another patch and tosses it to you. Consulting fees. 5 gold pieces.
Thank you.
He goes, my pleasure.
And then just walked out.
You just walk out?
I'm like, thanks. Walk out.
Okay.
Come
back
before
to
we
this.
get to anything. Do we think that? Do we think that we are like not supposed to know that we're all doing this, or like do you want us to be secretive about it, or
No, he didn't get
does
any
he not
indication.
care?
That wouldn't last very long as a secret,
Yeah.
Right.
because I'm about to talk to you about it.
I don't imagine it would anyway, but I just want to.
I mean, he doesn't. He never. He
Yeah.
didn't say anything about keeping a secret, but he didn't say to anyone that the other person knew. So, I would, how you guys want to reveal the information is up to you. I mean, it turns out it looks like a bunch of you are going to be traveling the same road at the same time. So, where are you going? I don't know. Where are you going?
Well,
Me and
I,
Damien
No,
still
you're
have to have our
following me.
talk, though, so
I'm still going to the church over there, so I'm gonna be like,
definitely
Damien.
going to come out during that. But I need to hit up the college before we leave anyway. So
Well, before we do that, I want to come back to Silver.
I more or less wanted to go to wait outside mass assembly for Zom here.
Okay.
I have many irons in the fire, as it were.
So, in which case, that would bring us actually back to Damien in the initiative order. So yeah, Silver, you're there.
Alright, so it's
You'll see them as they come out. Damien, what you doing?
like, so I go to Zom since I want to talk to him and he's going to the college, I think. I basically go and ask him. I show him the leaf of Iam that I got, and I basically ask him to, if while he's in there, look for anything that he can find about this to make sure it's not, super evil or something.
I say I will look for it. Can I?
Awesome.
I'm not going to ask if I can take it, but I'm going to take out like. Would I have a piece of paper? I don't even know if that would be in the freaking kit.
No, you don't.
Got a
what
scholarship kit, maybe.
Which kid?
I think I just have the explorer's kit. No,
No paper.
and I would have to have a scholar's pack, which is 40 freaking gold. Is there any paper lying around? Are there
Are we
like
still
medieval
inside?
magazines in the waiting room?
Yes, they have magazines.
Is there like a notebook?
I don't want to use my
in
note.
terms-
I don't want to tear pages out of the notebook of messaging and use them to take
Try
rubbing
to
to
tear a
stuff.
page out, and it does not rip.
I said I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to tear pages out of my spell tome either.
You guys are outside. You're outside Adrian's office, and outside his doors is actually his assistant's desk, and he's got papers all over it.
I'm going to walk up to him and be like, "Can I borrow a piece of paper? And do you have any charcoal back there by any chance?"
He just kind of looks at you, reaches into his drawer, just quietly, belaboredly pulls out a piece of paper, closes the drawer, opens up another drawer, pulls out a piece of chalk. You can hang on to that.
I say, "Thank you," and I take it and I walk back over and I take a quick rubbing of the symbol so that I have what it looks like exactly.
Okay.
And I'm like, "I will look for this while I'm in the library."
Like,
Um,
and I
and I'm like,
think at this
"So
point I
where
should
can I meet up
follow
with
you
you? Because
out.
I'm going to be traveling to what's the name of this place?
Rusticate.
Rusticate. Sorry, I'm going to be traveling to Rusticate soon for something that Adrian asked me to do."
That's a good question. Let's just meet back at the end.
I just drop stuff. I'm like, "Okay, I'll meet you back at the end."
Okay.
Oh, is he going to the college?
Did you tell me that you're going to Rusticate, or is it just that?
All he said was he'll
I
meet you
think
at
they would have
Meet
seen it
you
when I
at
looked
the-
at my
meet
notebook.
you at the end. Okay.
Is it? I just like quickly tells him like, "Hey, can you check if they have an alchemist lab over there or not? That's up for rent. Like if I wanted to use it or something like that.
Like a lab?
Like, don't you need
I'm
like
like-
a lab?
I'm like, I have full access. I can go to whatever labs I want, I assume.
Oh, just check it out for me. Thanks. Okay. And then-
I mean, would the college allow like Zom to take like Gimbal
For
with
They're
them?
all gonna die.
I don't know if I'm allowed guests.
Yeah.
Wait, can he? Wait, are you sponsored now or are you a full member? How did I didn't.
I just have access to all the facilities. I'm not an actual student.
Maybe I'll my next consulting
Maybe
fee.
one day.
My next consulting fee, and I just sort of like.
So Gimbal, Damien, and Zom, as you guys are walking out of mass assembly, Dejak, I'm assuming you're probably close behind them. Were you going to do anything when you left?
I'm actually going to turn to his assistant and ask where I can locate the Orc Ambassador's office.
Okay, he'll give you directions, and we'll come back to that.
Okay.
Silver, you see Gimbal, Damien, and Zom come out of mass assembly.
Okay.
If he's not hiding, I wave wildly and like draw unnecessary amounts of attention.
I'm just kind of sitting there.
I'm like,
just
hi, Silver.
I-
I just look at you.
with this waving idiot next to me, is Silver giving any kind of notice to us?
I'm just looking at you guys at this point.
And then I
Then
walk
I
over.
nod and keep walking.
All right, Zom. So you head to the Arcane College.
No, I need to go talk to Silver
Oh, okay.
because I want to go see if I can get that dagger back, the Warlock's dagger, the pack
Okay.
dagger. I assume it's a pack dagger because I need to examine it for stuff because it has infernal connections. I assume, given that it's from a
I
Polygon.
don't think that's how that works.
I mean, I found it in a backpack away from the warlock.
I mean, what I have been able to tell from inspecting it in the first place?
No, it was just a pretty gold dagger.
Oh, well then screw it.
I'll save you the trouble right now. It was just a pretty gold
I'm gonna
dagger.
go up to Silver and be like, actually, I realized that I don't really need that, so
Well, thanks for wasting my time.
sorry about all the trouble. By the
There's a
way,
dagger.
I'm going to Rusticate, so
For what reason? May I ask?
there's some weird elvish stuff going on, and I've been sent to investigate it. So if you're in any way interested, feel free to come along. We're meeting back at the inn. I don't know what's happening with everyone else, but you seem nice enough for a half elf.
I might stop by.
And I'm like, okay, I'm going to be going to the college now, so
Okay, so you make it to the college. Speed things up a little bit here. You make it to the college, and you show essentially you show your little medallion, and they let you in. The guy at the door, the older gentleman, greets you. He goes, "Yes, yes. Adrian sent word that he is sponsoring you, so you may have access. You may have access to the
If I s-
libraries."
if I see the guy that gave me shit for going in last time, I'm going to stick my tongue out at him and blow a raspberry.
Give me a d20 roll.
Intimidation.
Oh boy.
No, you don't see him.
Oh. Anyway,
He must be
so
off duty or something.
order of operations. The first thing that I'm gonna do is look up that the one breathing leaf, not the breathing leaf, the one leaf that was on the medallion, because I need to take care of the other people's stuff first.
Okay.
Do my
Do you-
chores.
You head over to with your background, you know to head over to essentially one of the religious libraries, specifically regarding IAM. And you start. You're in the room. You start. I guess what you're going to start thumbing through books.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can find something that relates to this.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Oh god.
Wow.
None of my knowledge skills ever succeed, and they're my best skills.
Right?
Wow. Now I'm going to say because that's that's a natural. Wow. That's
Natural.
yeah. No, you're flipping through. You're not able to find anything.
I'm gonna wave over a librarian,
Okay.
be like, "Can I get some help finding this? It's a symbol of Iam. It was like on a gold medallion. Do you know where I should look for this?"
He looks at it. He goes, "I've never seen that before." He kind of looks at it and starts humming and hawing. He goes, "I've never seen that before." And he goes, "Yes, yes. Let's see. He moves over to one of the book racks. and starts looking through them. He eventually pulls out a really old tome, plops it down on the table, and starts flipping through it. And he starts explaining to you. He goes, "There's nothing special about this book, but it just it's one of the first books where they started recording all the different orders and symbols of Ion." And towards the back, you come across the symbol itself, and all the description says is first breathing leaf. And when he flips over a page to what the new symbol is, it says breathing leaf since first era. And he kind of looks at the pages, flip back and forth. He goes, that's very curious. He kind of looks at it, he goes, my guess is this is probably the original symbol. This is the original symbol, the breathing leaf. And then he flips over, he goes, first breathing leaf since first arrow. He's just muttering. He goes, it's definitely a breathing leaf. He goes, I don't know what happened when transgressed. I don't know what happened when Ion became, took over the first arrow. He goes, looks at it, goes, well, it looks like at some point, at some point, as the first arrow, he changed his original symbol of the breathing leaf.
Would any more research help us find that out? I think is this the only history of Ion that you have here that would go back that early?
He goes, no, we've got a lot more. It's not something we see mentioned. He goes, it's the only one that actually has the symbols written down. It's only referred to. It's always been referred to as the breathing leaf. And, he pulls out some older texts. He goes and he flips through the pages and he goes, see, he's putting on. He goes, this is detailing Ion's life when he was still in his original body before he took over the first arrow. And you'll see here, there's no mention
of the symbol
of what
changing?
the breathing leaf looked like. It's referred to as the breathing leaf.
That's very interesting.
And the two of you just start going through tome after tome, and he is absolutely right. There's actually no description of the breathing leaf itself. It's just simply referred to as the breathing leaf, and except for this one really old tome where there's clearly a drawing of it, and it matches the symbol you have, and it says the first breathing leaf.
So I'm going to be like, you're clearly interested in this. I have some other things that I need to take care of, but while you're here, while I'm out, I'll be back in like a week or two. If you're interested in this, I'll leave this drawing with you for reference, and you can investigate this.
Without even looking at you, he gingerly takes the drawing. He goes, yes, come back. 2 weeks, yes, 2 weeks, come back. And just starts flipping through the books. He walks over to the bookcase, starts pulling more old dusty tomes out of the bookcase itself and starts dropping them on the table, essentially as you leave the room.
And I'm like, if you find anything out and publish anything, put me in the credit. I'm Zom! And I list out my full name.
As you're walking out the door, he goes, right, Dom, got it.
I like go back quietly, take the drawing and write my name at the bottom, and then leave. So I'm going to go check the facilities to see if there's an alchemy lab.
You pressed his nerd button.
There's absolutely an alchemy lab.
And I'm going to check if I'm allowed to have guests.
No.
I'm not allowed to have guests. Okay.
You can have guests accompany you to the library, but in any of the labs, summoning rooms, or teleportation rooms, absolutely not.
Alrighty. Wait, I can't teleport people into the teleportation rooms with me?
You're not supposed to.
Gonna be breaking that rule eventually.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Well, now that we know that's there.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Okay. I assume I'm not allowed to check books out of the library, but
No, absolutely not.
I'm not allowed to cast rituals in here either. How long does comprehend language last?
An hour.
Let me check. An hour? Okay, I'm just gonna head to one of the ritual rooms and cast comprehend language and read net, because now that I, have it, and
You start
read.
reading the abyssal language that you
abyssal.
copied down into your journal, into
Yep.
your book, and your mind is absolutely blown. What's being described is the process to soul forge weapons.
I'm gonna pee myself a little bit and then get
Yeah.
really excited.
You're also intelligent enough to know that if anyone realizes you have this information, you will be thrown in jail and probably executed.
I am definitely
is-
not going to write down any sort of translation of it.
He pees
This
his
is
pants
most
more.
definitely forbidden knowledge. Kind of makes sense why your dad was really upset.
Okay. So no one. Would anyone else? I guess other people around would speak Elvish because it's the tongue of magic. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to copy it into Elvish. I'll wait until I know some other language to do any copying of that, or some way to disguise it in my spellbook. For now, I'm just going to leave it in Infernal.
Okay.
And going to close up, try to hide my excitement as I leave the building.
Excitement and fear.
I don't think there's anything else that I need to do while I'm here.
No, I think that
As-
was it.
Yeah.
So we're going to swing back to Dejac. Dejac, you're given, you make your way around Mass Assembly. You
Mhm.
finally make it to, essentially, to the area where the orcs are taken over. You notice that they're not actually orcs, they're all half orcs like you. Yeah, essentially, you make your way down the hallway, and then you're standing in front of essentially the doorway that would lead into the orc embassy, or the orc offices, for lack of a better term.
I'll take a moment before doing anything, and I'll kind of recall any customs that my father might have told me about when addressing, a superior orc.
The thing that comes to mind the most is you stay standing, pretty much stand at attention,
Gotcha.
and it's essentially you're very frank. There's no pretty words, no multi-syllable words or pretty language or any flowery language or anything like that. It's straight and to the point.
Gotcha.
And
All
if
right.
they get mad, don't flinch.
Indeed. So I will go ahead and knock on the office door, and
Again, just like Adrian does, there is a desk outside, and there is a half-orc male behind it. And he goes, "Do you have an appointment?" And looks at you, goes, "Do you have an appointment with Helga?"
I'll say that Adrian might have sent word ahead that I was coming to see Helga.
He looks at you, and he goes, flips through some of his notes, and goes, "Ah, yes, okay, yeah." Kind of looks at you, looks at the note, looks at you, looks at me, and goes, "Stay here a moment." Enters the door, and closes the door behind him, and roughly, it's like not even a minute later, the door swing open, and Helga herself is standing there before you. She is full orc. She's about 6.5 feet tall. Her hair is actually micro braided all around, all pulled back, and it's all pulled back in micro braids. You do notice actually that even for a female orc, she's got body hair, like really hairy arms that you can see. And there's even a little bit what looks like some peach fuzz on her face. And she just opens the door. She opens the door and she goes, "Let me see it."
I'll reach into my bag. I'll pull out the ring and I'll hand it to her.
And she holds up the ring in one hand. She's just looking at it. And with just without any warning whatsoever, with her other hand, she actually punches the door. and the door actually goes flying off its hinge and kind of scatters down the hallway a little bit. She hands back you the ring and she goes, "I am very sorry." Who was he? Or she goes, "I am very sorry." Who were they?
I'll explain to her that it was my parents and that it was outside of Lockley.
Yeah, he's from outside Lockley. You didn't know that, pal. She goes and she motions. She motions inside, and just turns around and walks inside. And you get the impression that you probably should follow.
And I do.
Yeah. She walks over to the windowsill. There's actually a cask. There's actually a really big cask of ale on the windowsill. She grabs 2 mugs, opens them, pours them, closes them. She turns around and hands one to you. And did we ever come up with your father's name? I don't remember.
I don't think we did.
Okay. We'll have to think. We'll come up with that later. But she looks at me and she goes, I remember Grok.
Fair enough.
I remember insert name here.
I'm sorry, I suck at coming up with names on the spot. She goes,
I wonder where I put.
yeah, and she goes, I remember Grog. And he goes, he was a good man. He goes, I was actually in love with him, but he fell in love with a human woman. And she just lets out a laugh and clinks her mug really hard and takes and just pretty much downs the whole mug, walks back and pours herself another drink. And she looks, when she comes back, she goes, I assume you don't know what this ring means, and this is why you're here?
That's correct.
And she goes, we don't have... He's simply known as the Purifier. Or we think it's a he. We're not entirely sure. But it seems that there's a member. There's one of our fellow orcs has decided that it is a disgrace for orcs to live among the other races, to act human, to make friends with gnomes, to become farmers or cattle ranchers. And while it's extremely rare for one of our, one of our kind to take up, such a lifestyle, it's not unheard of. But and she kind of looks at it. She goes, yeah. And she points to the symbols around. She goes, essentially, these runes are ancient elder.
No.
She goes, not even the common orcs know what this language is, but the ancient elder orc runes, and they simply spell out, all must be all must be purified. And she looked at us throughout the Refuge Isles. Not even 6 months ago, there was someone, there's a family, descendants of Gormy, which is a name you would recognize as one of the orc generals that came across during the Severing when everyone was driven to the sea by the elves. Gormy was the first orc to make landfall and actually fought side by side next to Fizbit. He was so impressed by Fizbit's courage and willing to let the orcs come. The orcs were actually the first ones to come across the sea. So he was so inspired by it that he joined Fizbit, and it was Gormine and Fizbit that pretty much led the protection, that led the shield, that let the other races come across safely, as safe as possible. And Gormine actually retired and is buried. Believe it or not, is actually buried in the Hallowed. You would know this. He's buried in the Hallowed Hills because him and Fizbit became such good friends that he gave up his chieftain, his being chieftain, to let someone else run the tribe, and spent the rest of his life, the rest of his final days, as when he got older and was no longer able to really move around and such, retired in Rustican outside the Hollow Hills with Fizbit. And she goes, not even 6 months ago. And she goes, it was about 6 months ago. One of Gormine's descendants was killed, was brutally murdered, and another ring, just like this one, was left behind. We've seen it a couple of times in the Grand Bazaar, or orcs that actually were running the merchant, that were actually running merchant shops, not the half orcs, as the half orcs are supposed to, But orcs actually deciding to run the shops themselves would end up dead in this ring, in a ring like this, would be left behind.
I'll just kind of, as she's telling me this, I just kind of, I take it all in, looking very solemn, and I'll say, has anyone seen or heard anything of where the purifier might be now?
She goes, last I have heard of this ring showing up was 6 months ago in Rusticus.
I just kind of nod, and I'll say, thank you, ma'am. And if there's any kind of a bow or anything like that I would know to do before leaving her presence, I'll do that.
It's pretty much, actually, it's not a bow. It's just you kind of stamp your feet to stand rigid at attention one last time kind of routine.
Mhm.
And then it's just turn on your heel and walk out.
Understood? That's what I'll do.
Okay. Right. So we are close to midnight. So is there anything else anyone needs to do or wants to do?
We were going to go to the
Just
Temple
a horse
of Del, but I don't know
Okay.
if that's gonna. I don't know. Is Damien still on it? We're still going, Damien?
I'd still follow you.
Okay. Well, I lead us to. Well, if I know where it is, but go to the Temple of Del. Find my
Okay.
way there.
Isn't there an entire district?
There is.
Yeah.
Move you guys back over to that. 'Cause I have no idea where the district is myself. Ah, okay. So yeah, the little area that is pretty much Thel is the Thel, essentially what's known as the House of Thel. For Iam, it's temple. For Orth and Yigid, it's actually, they're referred to as churches, and of course Thel is referred to as house. So the House of Thel, yeah, there's an area that he controls that's right next to the slums, right next to the working class, and right along Crater Lake.
Okay. I'm like, Damien, is there a main House of Del here or not? Or I brought him down, like, you're the religious guy. Is it?
Pretty much, there's the main House of Thel.
Yes.
Shall we go in?
Okay.
Is there any etiquette that I should know before we deal with this?
With Thel, there's actually very little. There tends to be very little etiquette itself. Hey, hold on. My cat's trying to knock my face.
I'm like, should we mention the Ember or just say we're investigating a religious fanatic?
Okay, sorry.
I
So you guys
missed that
get to the doors. The doors are open. I mean, it's actually it's dimly lit inside, but the doors are unlocked, and it's easy enough to walk into the main House of Thel here in Highwater.
Is there a priest there, or is it if we approach the altar? I guess it's not a church. You said it's more of a.
Well, there's no altar, but there is like a little stage that's about a foot up off the ground, probably closer to 10 inches off the ground, and there are certainly not quite pews, but there are chairs lined up that face the little stage itself, kind of in pew fashion. And there is definitely a being wearing a black robe, sitting in one of the chairs. His back is currently turned to you. You would recognize it from your last attempt on trying to deal with Thel priests. That he's definitely wearing the robes of a priest. He's definitely a priest of Thel.
I'm like, excuse me, are you in charge around here?
And he kind of turns around, looks at you. He goes, well, it's my watch right now. Is there something I can help you with?
We're investigating some religious matters, I guess, in the area of last refuge. If you have any, I was just wondering if you would have any your bosses here or something, because it's kind of sensitive information, I guess. I know you guys like dealing in secrecy and stuff, so it's all good.
He kind of looks at you really strangely. He's like, yeah, let me get the night watchman let me get the night watchman, who would be the temple leader or the house leader. Let me get the night watchman, and it just gives you this really weird, like, what the fuck are you talking about kind of look. And he heads off, and a couple minutes later,
And I'm just gonna stand next to Gimbal, and if he says anything really stupid, I'm just gonna elbow him really hard.
okay. A couple minutes later, a gentleman, actually you guys would have seen him. He's actually a deep gnome. So he's a gnome, but very very dark ebony black skin. He comes out. He goes, "Can I help you? You were asking about Last Refuge and secret matters?"
Yes, we were investigating religious fanatic, and I have much reason to believe that he is heading to Last Resort for some matters.
Last Refuge.
Oh, Refuge. I'm sorry, I always get that mixed up. I'm saying that to the gnome. And with some matters that have to do with Thel, actually. I was wondering if you guys have any church over there, house up Thel, over on that island or some sort.
He kind of looks at you again. It's another kind of an audacious, like, what the fuck is, kind of like, am I being pranked kind of look. He looks at you. He goes, "No, we don't have a church." He goes, "No, we don't have a house in Last Refuge. No one lives there. It's uninhabitable."
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Turn to Damien, and I'm like, and I just shrugged to Damien.
And when you shrug to Damien, you hear
I
the
just
guy-
kind of
I'm sorry. Go on.
nothing. I just kind of scratch my head and ugh.
Gotta remember we can't see your gestures.
And you kind of shrug to Damien, and you hear the deep gnome say, he goes, "Wait a minute. Oh, it's you, isn't it? You're the one that blew out the windows down in Wetwood, aren't you?"
Oh, yeah. That was your church? I want you to...
Ow! You are not welcome here. Please leave.
Oh, I thought you guys needed some light. Okay, bye. And then I walk out.
Well,
I tell Damien, you're doing the talking next
I
time.
just grab him by the head and carry him out.
Okay. Alright, that would bring up, let's see, that would actually bring up Silver. Is there anything else you're doing right now?
I guess ask if I could do it first. If I apply the poison to a weapon and stay there permanently, or is it just kind of like next attack thing?
48 hours, then it's no good. Oh yes, you can apply to it, but we'll say because of your profession, you would know that you got 48 hours.
Once it's applied?
Yeah. No, once the gland was put, unless you have the arcane ability or the alchemist ability to stabilize the poison itself, it's going to deteriorate in 48
Quick,
hours.
go find an
Yeah,
alchemist.
I feel like if I get it done, they would stay. I mean, not
On the weapon?
Yeah.
Not permanently, no. Essentially, you can coat the weapon, but once it makes contact, the coating's going to come off. You're going to have to apply the coating each time.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's not easily done to have it kind of like.
I don't know if you could afford having an alchemist turn it
Yeah.
into real poison.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Then I guess I can sell the pouch, yes? Or gland?
Yeah, you have a good idea that you could probably sell the poison gland.
And I can.
You can probably take it to the dank warehouse.
Yeah. Try sell it there.
Okay. So you come back in,
The dankware.
and it's the same guy. He's actually cleaning his teeth with the dagger.
Oh
He looks at you and goes, "Oh, what do you want? More illegal items that we don't sell?"
No, no, no. And I just
Wow.
kind of take out the pouch or gland.
Okay. He looks at it. He goes, "Hmm." And he goes, "How fresh is that?"
How long has it been?
At this point, probably about an hour. No. If you were there, it's probably been about 2 or 3 hours.
I think it's been terrible long.
Yeah, just a couple hours.
Then I'll basically say, just a couple hours ago, I got this.
He kind of motions you to hand it over, and he takes so he can take a closer look at it. You see him put on a glove, just to be safe. And I'm stalling because I'm trying to find out how much poison costs.
$1 million.
I wish.
He looks at it. He goes, "Oh, well, actually," he looks at it and goes, "Yeah." He goes, "This is pretty much about as fresh as you can get." He looks at it and he goes, "Okay." He goes, "I can probably give you about 20 gold for this."
Damn, that's how much money I have.
Whoa. I'm definitely checking up Widow Spider glands on it.
How about 22?
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I figure might as well try.
And he just throws you out.
I'm not terrible at persuasion.
Yeah, I'm not terrible at investigate, but
Yeah, right.
He looks at you. He goes, 18.
Oh god. Fine,
Was being nice, but now we're at 18.
fine.
Okay. He hands you 18 gold.
That's all I really want to do. Aside from that, just go back to the end.
Okay, so anyone else?
There was at least one thing that I wanted to do.
Does. Oh, alright.
I'd like to go and see if I could trade up my current armor for some chainmail somewhere. Because assuming that I get good, I could get good for the armor I'm wearing, I should be able to afford chainmail now.
What are you wearing? Scale mail?
Scale, yeah.
Which is like 40 something?
50? Scales should be 50.
scale is 50, chain shirt is the same. Chain mail is 75.
Yes, I.
But keep in mind, when you sell items, it's actually half price, so you're only going to get 25 gold for it.
In that case, never mind. But I'd still like to go and just get some paper, maybe some charcoal, and like some matches or whatever equivalent to matches I can find.
Yeah, no problem. Actually, you can even say when you were still back at mass assembly and Zom was taking the paper and charcoal, you kind of looked over at the assistant and asked him for some paper and charcoal yourself.
Cool.
Then he just, again, very belaboredly opens up a drawer, pulls out some paper, saying, he gives you 5 sheets.
Awesome.
Closes the drawer, opens up another drawer, pulls out another piece of charcoal, puts it down on the table and closes the drawer and just sort of pushes the pile towards you.
I say thank you, and I get this feeling that he hates us.
Maybe, possibly. It could be other reasons.
Is there anything? Oh, and is there any equivalent to matches I could get somewhere?
Tinder, maybe?
You have to go to a general store and buy essentially would be a tinderbox.
That is, then I.
That is.
That, yeah. 5 silver.
Yep, 5 silver.
Yeah, I'll do that. And I think I should be pretty good.
Okay. Gimbal, you got everything?
Well, I wanted to actually go to the other temple too, before Damien did all that. We have time for that, or
What other
Yeah,
temple?
what are you
Orth.
trying to do?
The Temple of Orth.
I figured I have some more pull there with you there.
What are you doing at the temple?
Same thing I did the other one. Gonna ask for the head guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna be pretty blatant this time though,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell him I've been investigating the Ember. I'm sure you were at the meeting there, and I'm still like doing hush hush about it because I know they want to keep it quiet. And with your a paladin of Orth, actually, I like point to point to.
I'm just
Damien.
gonna be in the corner praying, just ignoring him entirely.
I figured I'd come to you of all the people because you're like the head guy at
Okay.
Orth, and I tell
Well,
him
you're not able to get an audience with Garen, the half elf.
Oh, okay.
That's not going to happen. Even with the paladin of Orth, you're not going to be able. He's not. You will not be able to get an audience with Garen. But you are talking to one of the head priests, and he looks at you and goes, "The Ember is a heathen, and we will not talk about it."
Okay, so let's say I know where he is. Specific.
Then you should tell the authorities.
Okay. All right. And then I just like turn, and I'm like, okay, bye. Just leave.
Okay.
That's it.
Jacques.
I'll just head back to the inn and kind of meet up with everyone else.
Okay. So everyone's got everything they need done.
I kind of wanted to pick up a staff, but
Okay.
like an arcane focused quarterstaff. I think they're 5 gold. And I want to get one with a curly end, and then I want to hang my backpack on it like a bindle, like a hobo stick, and just carry it around like that, with it on the end of the staff.
Arcane. Yeah, 5 gold sounds good.
How much are potion flasks, by the way? Oh, there's
What?
potion flasks? Like just empty vials? While you're trying to find the inventory thing. You know?
2 copper, I'm saying.
2 copper
So
each.
they should be really cheap.
Yeah.
No, vials are a gold piece for each one.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Vials,
wow. Okay.
Yes.
I'll buy 5.
Okay.
Yep.
That's 5 gold.
Yep. My consulting fees are gone.
Do I have the most money?
Yes! The guy who pickpocketed somebody immediately after he got let out of prison. has
And
some-
sells his birthday presents.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all eventually make your way back to the inn. By the time all this happens, we'll say, that was actually a lot of conversation, walking back and forth, and you guys did all your things. So by the time you all make it back into the inn in time for the evening meal, and then we'll stop there.
Alright,
That's good.
Okay.
cool.
I make sure to tell Damien about his stuff over dinner.
Alright.
Okay.
And I say, your religious folk are quite unhelpful. And I'm kind of like pissed off.
And I just kind of look at him, and then I stop looking at him.
And I'll just kind of be glaring at Gimbal the entire time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, I did tell everybody they did hand out experience points already, right?
So it's 100?
You said 100.
What's
No-
what
no
are you guys
role-playing
sitting at right
experience.
now total?
555.
Sorry, 555.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what I wanted to know.
And I guess I'll buy Jajak Ale now, so I don't forget next time. I could look it up myself if you want.
If you're buying him the good stuff, it's going to cost 5 silver.
That's fine. He deserves it.
I'll take it and I'll down it in one gulp.
That was mighty good stuff.
I didn't even enjoy it.
Next time, I fully intend to try and get everybody to come with me to Rusticate because I suspect I'm going to get murdered if I don't. But That can wait for next time.
And most people have exact reason to go there. So
Yeah,
I
most.
mean, I don't know that. Zom doesn't know that though.
yeah,
It's out of
Well, I-
character knowledge.
I think you guys know that. I think you guys know that I'm going.
you haven't told anybody. So
I thought what did the note that I got from Adrian say again?
they just said come see me basically.
It's
But did you like read it aloud? Can you not read silently?
That's right. I'm a lot taller than you guys, so you can't just look over my shoulder.
Yeah, no. So no. Yeah, no. I mean, unless you read it out loud, but yeah, I just said something interesting is happening in Rusticate. Come see me.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, guys. Otherwise, if you don't have anything else, I will see you next week.
Sounds good.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Night,
Like-
man.
Later.
See you guys.
Later.
But